Stay a while and listen.
Ribbit, ribbit.
Lizard. Lizard.
Oh, Berlin. When I saw it, I'm like, did he do TTS on purpose? He must hear TTS, right? I mean, when you do TTS, it's kind of how it is. You hear it. He must have heard that what he just did got announced. I'm like, why would you put a URL in TTS? I'm like, what is going on right now? Oh my goodness. Lowdot comes in, early spoiler alert for the prediction. Yeah. Told everybody today. I just assumed something was broken. I mean, the TTS still says the name before it says the announcement. Spotify is still requesting 2 songs at once. It's still not reporting these songs back to Discord like it should. So, yeah, it's entirely feasible, possible that it could have been something that was broken. Where is my bit shirty? You just did it. There it is. Okay. All right. Okay, then. So, if you didn't catch it from Lodoc's Bit Shirty Redemption, today it is in fact not space. Some people might argue, oh, it is space because look, Star Wars is sci-fi and it's set in space. No. If there's more than one option and one of those options is more specific, that's the option it is, okay? It's clearly Star Wars. There's a Millennium Falcon and characters from Star Wars. So it's not Twitch. It's not space. It is not something else. It is, in fact, Star Wars today. So if you were the person, and I think I know who the person is, that chose Star Wars, then GG's, all the pointages, all the cogs today go to Big Deborah. GG's, Tatum, 2.4K. Yes. Clear the table. All right. So that's the. Why is this choking me? It's the prediction. That's the prediction done and dusted. Quick boo. Why?
And there was much rejoicing.
Very soothing, right? It's like it feels a little less tedious than
That's what she said.
oh gosh, what is it? The spray game.
Hey, Gamey, how are you? Also, everybody follow Butt Game.
Silenzio Bruno.
There they are.
Ribbit, really good.
Bit early for Anarchy and Chaos.
Ribbit.
Just a heads up, there is no audio for that keyword trigger. That is actually me singing it. Yeah, I sing it live every time. Every time that Lodot triggers it, that is me. So how are we doing? Are we having a good day? It's Friday Eve, as we like to call it, the day before the last, for most people, working day of the week. Those people that are fortunate enough, they might dispute that, they're fortunate enough to be in gainful employment at the moment, if they actually have a job. We may or may not find out some job information from Lodot. We may or may not find out some job information from Captain Krabs. And you may or may not find out some job information from yours truly, your favourite Big Gamey. So we'll see. We'll see how the stream goes. We'll see what today brings. We'll see what may or may not land in my inbox. We will see how it goes. So what have you all been up to since we last spoke? It's been a while. I mean, we had a bumper stream yesterday. What was it, 7 hours? Over 7 hours? It was quite the bumper stream, and then we raided out to the delightful Touching Grass for our benefit, Adam 44. Yeah, we in fact did see some nighttime fishing going on. Yeah. Anybody create any clips from yesterday when they joined Tatum's stream? This is not from yesterday. Oh, look.
I got a message from Twitch
Mm-hmm.
not too long ago. And I've got another slot for an emote available.
Painting shoes as well. Look, what?
Nice email to get.
Just when you thought there has to be an end to this guy's talents, then we get a clip and it shows there is no end. So, Cam Crabs, we're just talking about you, just saying people this week that might have some job news, hopefully positive job news. So we're all on tenterhooks. Happy Friday Eve, you beautiful human, Ella. How about I throw it right back in your face? How about that? Hopefully you've got no appointments today, Ella. Hopefully your schedule is clear and you can have some Ella time just laying on the floor without her babies getting in your face or something. Did you catch anything last night, Tatum? Or did you bring the curse? Yeah, the people need to know. Professor Smikes, good to see you. Are you waiting on anything at the moment, Professor Smikes, as far as applications go? Anything? Second interviews? Anything? There's lots of people looking at the moment. Nope, nothing at the moment. Unicorn Jenny, welcome in. How's one of my favourite Unity developers doing today? You doing all right, Jenny? Of course not. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy the number of people that are looking, whether they have a job currently or not, and the amount of people that have been looking for as long as they've been looking. And I don't understand. It's almost like most of the jobs are ghost jobs. They're jobs that either have to be advertised because a company wants to seem like they're growing, or, they've already filled the post internally, but they still have to advertise it legally. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, the job I applied for recently, not blowing my own trumpet, but I probably could have written the job description myself. It was that perfect for me. And they came back and said, "Thanks. Yeah, you're great. You're a perfect fit for the job. But sadly, we already filled it." And I'm like, "You already filled it before you advertised it." I don't know. Oi, oi, oi. I'm good, overheated, but good. Well, I looked on my phone this morning and it said there's a heat advisory, apparently. Yeah, it says it's currently 84, 10:30 in the morning. It's saying there's going to be a high of 96. But also, I've seen hotter temperatures this week in the forecast. When I look at the 10-day forecast, they've gone now. We did have triple digits, but they've gone away. And oh my goodness, on Saturday, 30% chance of rain. And you might be like, 30%? That's probably not going to happen. Don't burst my bubble. We need rain every day. It either says hot and humid or sunny. Quite literally, that's the only two options, apart from Saturday that says 30% chance of rain. So hopefully, as we get closer to Saturday, that percentage will increase and we'll get a little bit of a downpour. I'll keep you posted.
Come on! We're streaking! Come on!
Ella, oh my goodness, take that, Twitch. You will not stop my no pants dance. Almost 21 streaks, Ella. Oh my goodness. That's an enviable level of nudity, I've got to say. All right, let me let's see. Did Tatum respond? No, he's probably busy fishing. Okay. An unrealistic story depicting past events. Okay, all right. Smikes is an unrealistic story depicting past events. That's going to be a new thing now. We don't use the actual word. We use the define command, and then people just use that in their response. I didn't catch anything last night. Sorry, signal is sketchy on the job site. How dare you be working when there's twitching to be done, Tatum? You're just showing off now. You're just throwing the fact you have a job in our face. We get it. We see how it is. It's okay. We can still be friends. How are you? If you mean me, I'm doing all right, Jenny. Yeah. Long stream yesterday, just over 7 hours, I think. And then I rained it out. And as I said I would, I had my pizza. I don't think I've had a pizza like this before. It was a Red Baron pizza, if you're familiar. It was a personal pizza, so, you know, it wasn't like dinner plate sized. It was deep dish. It came in a box, as they usually do, but in a box that had perforations. So you peel back the lid. It took me a minute, you know. I know I'm not very clever. I know I don't have a degree, but even for me, who, you know, I'm not stupid, it took me a minute. I read the instructions. I'm like, peel back the lid, fold it underneath, the silver is on top. But if I fold it back, the silver is not on top. What they didn't make it very clear with is instructions where you have to flip the box over. You have to turn it 180 degrees. Yeah. No, I have 180 degrees, David. That's what I'm trying to say. I needed 180 degrees to try and turn the box over, okay? Because the thing is, if you ever get one of these, this is going to help you in the future now, okay? They have all these instructions on the back. Oh, do these instructions if you're just putting it in the oven. Do these instructions if you're just putting it in the microwave. Do these instructions, which I was doing, if you want to start it in the microwave and finish it in the air fryer, okay? So it's like, okay.
Chicken attack, chicken attack.
There wasn't any chicken on the pizza. I'm not even sure what it was now. There could have been chicken on the pizza. I don't know. I was very tired. By the time I'd done the 15 steps to just get this simple pizza of, you know, having to turn the box into an origami swan and then, you know, put it in one cooking implement and then put it in another cooking implement. It was like about midnight, I think, by the time I finally sat down with this pizza. But it wasn't terrible. It was a bit cold, so their instructions weren't completely on point. I did have to throw it in the microwave for another 60 seconds after I sat down and took my first bite. But it was okay. Yeah, it was quite nice. I'm not sure what we paid for it. It was kind of part of a big shop that we did. But it was quite enjoyable. And I don't know if that's because I hadn't eaten all day. And you know what it's like. Sometimes do things taste good because they're actually good? Or do they taste good because you really want them or you really need to eat? So either way, I enjoyed it. Anyway. And also I had a tube of Pringles. Do we like Pringles? Anybody eat Pringles? I know they're not the healthiest things for you. I do prefer the healthy Pringles that they have at our supermarket, but they're twice the price. So these ones, I thought, let me try from Dollar Tree. They've got to be good, right? From Dollar Tree, food from Dollar Tree. I mean, who doesn't buy food at Dollar Tree? Sadly, today's errands day, but I absolutely cheated and ordered everything for pickup or delivery, so it should only take an hour for the 3 pickups. That's the way to do it, Ella. Yep, curbside for the win. I have so many curbside stories. Anyway, me have no rain so far. Is there supposed to be rain, David? Have they forecast any, or are you just keeping everything crossed because you're in a little bit of a drought? Saturday is due to be 38, 100, while on a not air-conditioned steam train. Okay, that's interesting. That reminds me, I was working on the temperature thing. If someone wants to remind me a bit later, we'll talk about the temperature thing. Insert sexy twerk emote. Not my. Oh, it's Zach's emote. Okay. Banana Zach. I'm going to be honest.
We're streaking! Come on!
Entropic.
Noises!
How do I never remember that Entropic until I hear it? Do you remember it, Entropic, before you post? Are you like, okay, I'm going to do it now, it's going to do that funny noise, or do you forget as well? Because I always forget. I put those in place a while ago. If anybody wants an audio clip to play when they post a watch streak, in addition to the normal Will Ferrell, then let me know. And it always makes me chuckle because I always forget. But next watch streak we get posted from Entropic, if he maintains it, it's going to be in triple digits. And he'll get his very own naked man running around the supermarket. It's true. Twerking and streaking. What did I walk into? Well, I think that's just a Saturday night for you, isn't it, Steve? IRL. Just saying. How are you, Steve? Welcome in. Jenny, I'm going to be honest. Good. We have an Italian pizza place 1 minute walk away from the house. I won't be doing Red Baron pizza, but also not sure if that exists here. Well, the thing is, one day I will have as much money as Jenny, and I can just go out and eat all the time and not have to be poor and buy frozen pizzas on special offer at the supermarket. I used to be in that position. I used to when I was in my last job. It was pretty well paid, and I used to have money, and we used to do the things of legend now, like going out to eat, afford fancy pants stuff like that. But now people like Ella just come in and throw it in my face and be like, "You poor people, go and have your frozen pizzas. I'm going out to the local pizza restaurant." See how it is. I can take it. I'm a big boy. It's okay. It's all good. Sometimes I forget. Yeah, it's funny.
Oh! Come on! We're streaking! Come on!
All right, let me remove one of those song requests from the queue because it requested 2 again because it's annoyingly making 2 requests for every song. It's €11 for a big pizza. I don't have much money. €11 is enough for 2. Sometimes we splurge and have 2. To be honest, Jenny, sometimes if we're going to get pizza, we go to Pizza Hut because I don't know if it's a perpetual offer or just at the moment, but they have some really good deals on, and we usually get like 2 or 3 pizzas, and it's like $20 or less, and you're like, can't really knock that. I mean, I don't like to go cheap when I get frozen pizzas. So, Red Baron or DiGiorno's or, some branded name, so you at least get some mark of quality and some taste in there, and it doesn't taste like you're eating the packaging. But yeah, sometimes when you figure it out, there's a special offer on at the pizza place. It can work out cheaper. It's weird, but oh my goodness, Anders on an almost 6-stream streak. How you doing, Anders? Happy Friday Eve. So much nude today. Everyone must be listening to Nelly. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I want to take my clothes off. In case anybody wasn't clear about that, that was me singing. That wasn't me miming to the actual song. Okay. Don't want any confusion today. All right, I might need some extra coffee today. So I had my long stream yesterday, and then I had my delicious pizza. And then, yes, I thought, let's get some, see if we've got any chips or crisps to have with it. And we had a tube of Pringles that I thought we'd try from Dollar Tree. I had to throw them away. And I don't throw food away lightly. I hate waste. But these were inedible, long stream. These were actually inedible. I think what they must have done by mistake is they took the whole amount of salt. I mean, it was just like salted. They were just like plain. They took all the salt that should have been spread across every chip in the tube, and they put it all on the first few. I think that's what they might have done, because it was so very salty. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend them. I don't even remember what brand they were, because sometimes they have like the tiniest tube possible of regular Pringles, because they don't want to give much away for it, $1.50. And then they have the taller, I think it's Stacks, STAX, like generic Pringles, and they're okay. I've had those before. These ones, I have no idea what they were. Soz, you didn't try one further down. I mean, I started eating them. I probably got through like a quarter of the tube, and every single one was horrible, nasty. And I'm like, you know how it is. You try one, and then you're like, maybe it was just that one. Let me try another one. And then you're like, well, maybe I'm just not used to these ones. Maybe I'll get used to them. And then, like 5 to 10 in, you're like, these are not great. So I did just chuck them in the bin, as we Limeys say. Aldis has an excellent peanut butter cracker sandwich snack. Is that their own brand, or particular brand that only they carry. I do like Aldi's. We go there. We never really, well, that's not strictly true. I was going to say we never really do our main shop there. So we usually go to H-E-B, which is one of the big supermarkets in Texas. We have been known to go to Aldi and actually come out with a cart full of stuff, because it works out a lot cheaper a lot of the times than going to the main supermarkets, and they have price matching and they say they're the cheapest and all that kind of stuff. But they do have some good fruit at Aldi. They have a lot of offers. The one we go to, there's like a freezer section at the end, and they have, if you've ever been to Aldi, you know, they don't have price stickers now, actual stickers on the shelves. They have like a digital display. It's like a tiny tablet, if you will, that has the price on it.
Come on! We're streaking!
Whoa! Moo is in the house. How you doing, Moo? Happy Thursday. Are you having a good one?
And there was much rejoicing.
Darth Blackman as well. We don't have Aldi. In England, I used to have Aldi. I used to have Lidl. And I used to have Netto. I think Netto got brought out by Morrison's, maybe. Yeah. So we just had Aldi and Lidl. And here we don't have Lidls. There's no Lidls. I don't think there's Lidls in any part of Texas. I think they're just on the East Coast. So we just have to make do with Aldi. But it is very good. Yeah. Guess you should stick to the hot ones, Pringles. No. We've seen how hot stuff goes. And we've seen how I'm not a big fan of hot stuff. So thanks for that suggestion, Muppeteer. I believe it is 90% of what Aldi sells is their brand. I mean, I would dispute that the number is actually that high, because when I say their brand, I mean, like, you know, if you go to a store like, I'm not going to be able to think of one now, but like Walmart has their own brand stuff. They have a lot of other brands. Now, I don't know if a lot of those other brands, if they're exclusive to Walmart, but they're not necessarily their own brand that, you know, they're involved with the manufacture and funding and all that good stuff. But there's certain things in Aldi I don't like, certain things that are quite delicious, and there are certain things that actually seem quite expensive. I don't know if they are relative to other places that sell the same product. Like Mini Gamey likes their chocolate-covered coconut almonds, and they're like $5 or $6. Like that's a lot of money for a candy. But you know, maybe elsewhere they're more expensive. I don't know. All right, I miss Aldi and Lidl. The closest ones are over 30 minutes away. Well, we've only, I guess, in the last year or two, we've got a couple of Aldis they built, which are a bit closer. We used to have to drive 40 minutes, 45 minutes away to get there. So, you know, we didn't do it as a trip just for Aldi. We used to, if we're out that way doing something else or we plan other stuff, then we do the shop while we're there. I am well. I just finished first lunch and it was delicious. Very nice. First lunch. Do you have a few lunches then? No. I mean, having more than one lunch seems quite delicious. We have Big and Mega. Oh, that's your two main stores, is it? And are they like humongous grocery stores, or are they just kind of like mom and pop places? Given the names, I'd expect them to be fairly sizable, but you know, you never know, do you? The Aldi and Lidl near me are in the same shopping centre at opposite ends. Ah. I don't brand it Aldi. Yeah, same as when you buy Walmart's own brand, it's not called Walmart. Walmart doesn't make their own stuff, they just license other people's stuff. When I used to work grocer, the store brand was often a more expensive brand with the grocer's name on it. See? This Mike's drawing back the curtain, letting you see behind the scenes. I love their garlic dill pickles. We were talking about pickles a while ago. Pickle juice is great for cramps. We have, I think the top shelf of our fridge is probably mostly jars of pickles and sliced pickles and whole pickles, and pickle juice is really good. So if Mrs. Gamey gets a cramp in a leg or a foot, she'll like go into the kitchen, or I might not make her struggle.
The only word for it is.
I might fetch it for her, and then she like has a quick swig of the pickle juice and job done. Better than any medicine, faster acting. I don't know what the science is. Maybe one day, our resident Twitch ambassador can do a deep dive on the science of it. I don't know. But... now let's talk Buc-ee's. You know who went to Buc-ee's recently? Steve. When I went to the Classic Game Fest, I met 2 streamers, one of which was Turgus86, the other of which was a butt-tuber. And Turgus, on his way back from the fest, stopped at Buc-ee's. Yeah. Those that don't know, we've talked about Buc-ee's a couple of times before. It's a humongous fungus gas station that has probably hundreds, I would say, of gas pumps. And they have a massive shop and this whole branding around it. It's is it a beaver? I feel like it might be a beaver. The logo, Buc-ee's logo. Yeah. So, I don't know also, is Buc-ee's exclusive to or only in Texas? There we go. A beaver, okay, I was right. Yeah, Beaver Bucks, look, you can get gift cards. It's a whole brand. I mean, it's not just like, oh, it's Exxon gas station or something. It's, yeah, they have their own merch and all kinds of stuff. And this is what I was talking about on a previous stream. Join our team. We're talking about people getting jobs. Apparently they pay really well, but they're really strict. If you're like a minute late, 2 days running, you get fired, allegedly. If you're talking on your phone, or if you're on your phone and it's not work-related, fired. If you're talking to somebody else that works there and it's not about work, fired. So it does seem a little bit strict, but also apparently quite well paid. So, yeah. I did consider applying, actually, but I thought the only downside would be the nearest one to me is like 45 minutes away. And even if I try to get there on time every day and I get stuck in traffic, if there's a jam or something, I don't want to get fired just through no reason of my own. So if I had one that was closer, I might consider it. Now, building the first Buc-ee's up north, up I-94 in Wisconsin, about an hour. Ooh. All right. I mean, I don't know, to be honest, how the gas prices are, because that's usually what drives me to a place when I'm looking to fill it with gas, especially these days since, we have the open and closing of the Strait of Hormuz. Every time they seem to open it and close it, the gas price fluctuates again. So around here, I think the cheapest it's gone down to is like $3.19 lately, maybe $2.99, but it has been up to nearly $4. Oh, I think probably $4 something it went to. So yeah, I have the Gas Buddy app on my phone, and that usually tells me where the cheapest prices are. But I think also, if you fill up locally, you get to know where the cheap gas stations are, don't you? I mean, we have QTs around here, letter Q, and then the T, I think it's short for Quick Trip. They're usually pretty cheap. The Walmart gas stations, because I have Walmart Plus.
The missile knows where it is at all times. It knows this because it knows where it isn't. By subtracting where it is from where it isn't, or where it isn't from where it is, whichever is greater, it obtains a difference or deviation.
So it's so delightful when we get that mashup from one guy. How you doing, that one guy? Welcome in. Oh, I didn't think about it. I don't have a car. Yeah, so Walmart is usually one of the cheapest, although that's been changing a lot lately. And I just realised I have the wrong glasses on. And also because I'm part of the Walmart Plus thing, which is kind of like Walmart's version of Amazon Prime, I do get 10 cents off per gallon each time I fill up at one of their gas stations. So yeah, I do tend to do that because it can add up. It's surprising. You go there anyway, and hopefully they're the cheapest, and then you get another 10 cents off a gallon. And then when you have like a 14 to 16 gallon tank and you're saving 10 cents a gallon, it adds up. Yeah. Especially if you drive around quite a bit, you have to keep filling it.
All right, we're here, just sitting in the car. I want you to show me if you can get far. Step on the gas.
Step on the gas? Yes. Unicorn Jenny said step on the gas. New competitor opening near Bits neighborhood. It's called Buckley's. Ah, yeah, I see what you did there, Entropic. You know, just for situations like that, it's one of the buttons that I added to my Stream Decks yesterday. I keep going to say Steam Deck. It's very confusing, isn't it? Because it's a Stream Deck for when you're streaming. We play Steam games sometimes, and there's now a Steam Deck. So I have to get it straight in my head so I don't look even more ridiculous. But just for Entropic. There we go. Okay. That sounded like Tatum's stream last night. He had cricket noises and cicadas, and there's all kinds of outside noises in Tatum's stream after we raided yesterday. Alrighty. When we lived in the States, we did Costco gas. Yeah, so here's the thing. All right, so Costco and Sam's Club are what in England we would have called wholesalers. And you can go to these places and you have to join. You need a membership to be able to get through the door. And once you've joined, once you're a member, you can go in there and buy food and stuff. Sam's Club is Walmart owned. That's the one that we have because it's the closest one. And you just have to buy a lot of stuff. You know, you don't go in and say, oh, I'm just going to get a bag of sugar, or, you know, oh, I'm just going to get a couple of apples. You have to buy pretty much in bulk, which allegedly brings down the prices. I would dispute that. Some of the things I've seen in there, I'm like, that's expensive, even in bulk. But also, they have a Sam's Club gas station. Now, here's the kicker. Here's what they don't tell you. Sam's Club is part of Walmart. Walmart gives you 10 cents off a gallon because of Walmart Plus. So you would assume you still get the 10 cents off at the Sam's Club gas station. Do not. No. So they do have cheap gas, but here's a quick trick. I don't know if it's always the case. Just down the road from our Sam's Club is a Walmart gas station. Okay. Walmart gas station is slightly more expensive than Sam's Club. They give you the 10 cents a gallon off. So you go down there, it's actually cheaper than filling up at Sam's Club. Yeah. Go. For more cost-saving tips without going to Costco, drop me a follow. Yeah. There it is. That's what you do. Okay. Alrighty. Welcome to Costco. I love you. They're actually building, as we speak, a Costco, which is closer to me. Well, it's a different direction, so it's probably about the same distance, but we are getting a Costco being built at the moment, so I might have to check them out, because I know it's like Pepsi and Coca-Cola, isn't it? It's like people tend to swear by one or the other. You don't very often hear people go, oh, what? I don't really mind if it's Coke or Pepsi. And you don't very often or ever hear people go, yeah, I like Sam's Club and Costco. People are very staunch about staying in their lane. They're like, Costco's is the best. They have the cheap cafeteria. Yeah, but so does Sam's Club. Yeah, but they have really good hot dogs. Yeah, but so does Sam's Club. And really good combos that you can get really cheap. Yeah, but so does Sam's Club. So I think it's a case of, you know, one is not necessarily better or cheaper than the other. They're just different. So, yeah, I might see if there's any opening offers. I might see how much it does actually cost. If anybody's in Costco, if anybody knows what the cost is for a Costco membership, let me know. I like Costco because they treat their employees better and pay livable wages. I mean, I've never seen anybody treating Sam's Club employees badly. I mean, did you go in a Sam's Club and they were kind of like slapping people around in the parking lot when they went to pick up the carts? I don't know. It used to be $49. Yeah, and also with Sam's Club, I don't know if it's the same with Costco, but at Sam's Club, there's 2 tiers. There's like the regular standard membership, And then,
Come on! We're streaking! Come on!
oh my goodness, we have a Boolean with some nudity in chat on a Friday Eve. How you doing, Boolean? Welcome in. Good to see you. Better than 2. Absolutely. 3 is always better than 2. No, not always. 3 is mostly better than 2. If it's something bad, then you definitely wouldn't want more of it. Yeah. Like the Pringles generic chips I had last night, I definitely wouldn't want 3 instead of 2. Anyway, I pictured that. Wincing, you pictured somebody slapping somebody around in the parking lot of Sam's Club. See, I'll conjure up these images for you guys. You're welcome. As in, they have better work-life balance. Costco treats their employees better. I can neither confirm nor deny because I have not seen any news stories and I don't know anybody that works at either place. So you're good? Excellent, excellent. I've had both. I choose Costco, all things being equal for distance, location. You did. Yeah, so there's the regular Sam's Club membership and then I don't know if they call it VIP, but it's like a VIP one. I think they definitely allow you in the store an hour earlier, I think, before it opens to the poor people. I'm not sure what other benefits there are, but it is actually a bit more expensive. So I don't know if there's enough in it that I would want to pay for it. It's a bit like when we looked at the Comic-Con tickets yesterday, you know? Is it really worth spending $250 and getting the gold VIP package? And I don't know. I don't know. For me personally, probably not. Costco has regular and executive. Oh, okay. So they're all, one's just an imitation of the other, isn't it? Executive pays for itself and gives me extra money. Hey, extra money's always good. Yeah. Alrighty. So what are we doing today? We can close out Bucky's now. I was going to have a look. Find a car wash. I was going to actually see. Look, locate Bucky's. I don't want this to dox me. Alabama. Oh, I guess they are. They're not just Texas-based then. I could have just asked the question, I guess. Is Bucky's Texas only? No. Dozens of locations across 12 states, including Alabama, Florida, and Georgia. There is a consensus on Reddit that the chain is no longer just a Texas icon. We did that and ended up getting a cash back for the price of the membership. Nope, I've been to one that isn't in Texas. See, Boolean, first-hand experience of a non-Texan Bucky's. Oh, Balint's streaming, isn't he? I forgot that. He's got a 12-hour stream today, is it? When he's doing his gaming stream. He has Kimmy DNC, I believe, guest appearancing again.
All right, we're here, just sitting in the car. I want you to show me if you can get far. Step on the gas. Step on the gas.
If anybody's wondering, the emote that Boolean just used has the word gas in it. That's why it triggered the sound. Every year it works out this way for me. All right, so Balint is streaming right now. Okay, so let's get a quick clip, and then I'll jump into his stream and say hi, and then we'll work on some game dev possibly. Look at that cutie patootie. Oh, Munchkin's there as well. Oh, two cutie patooties. Smile. All right, so let's check him out. You know, he's everybody's favorite. I was going to say ambassador, but I think he's probably everybody's favorite streamer. All right, let's do the thing we have to do this, and then we have to do this, and then we wait for the response. There it is, and then we do that, and then we have Professor Smikes as well. So we have Professor Smikes. Never wrong. There we go. Okay. And then we just have to make sure, because sometimes Lodoc talks to me when we do this. in Berlin's chat and then gets upset if I don't respond. So give it a second or two, and then we'll see. I'm your favourite big gamey streamer. Wow, and all the big gamey streamers that you know, Jenny, I'm your favourite. You're just trying to make me blush now. You just, yeah, that's what it is. What, no publisher of the week, or did I blink and miss it? There is a publisher of the week, yes. Yeah, wait, what? It should be a new one today. Did it not get posted automatically on my Discord server? Yeah, it did. DM, it's on my Discord server. It gets posted in announcements. It gets posted in the Unity Gone Free. Take a look at it in a minute. Okay, so we're good. We're Gucci. Oh, Entropic's there. I have to say howdy to Entropic because it's Twitch law. There we go. Okay, and there's Lodoc. I don't upset Lodoc. Okay, all right. We're good. We're free and clear. Look, Jern showed up. Look. You see how it is. See, I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not saying anything bad. But Irish John Games is a mod here, which obviously comes with no expectation, but shows up in Jern's stream. And not in Jern's stream. Jern shows up in Berlin's stream. Just saying. And then look, that's probably Berlin doing a shout out for him. See, busted. Yeah. All right. Well, we shall mute the tab because we don't want to mute the stream because we want to get all the points together, all the pointages. Come back to the next stream to continue your streak. 95 stream streak. Tune into 95 consecutive streams. Is that what we just did? Is that what we shared? Okay, we didn't share it yet. Okay, here we go. All right. We have to put nudity instead of nudity because there we go. See, Berlin saying thank you before I've even actually posted it. He's still watching me. Avert thine eyes, says Dark Muppeteer. More, you haven't mentioned it on stream yet. Oh, okay. Yes, thank you. When we get more into a routine, when I start automatically setting the title again, then I'll get back into my... I used to have bullet points every day to say, okay, it's Thursday, we need to do the Publisher of the Week. I was a little bit more organised, but we will get back to that. Okay. All right, because I haven't even looked at it yet. I haven't checked out what the Publisher of the Week sale is because it goes live, the new one, every week at 10 a.m. on Thursdays when I go live. Yeah, so it's perfect timing. I just have to remember to bring it up and show it. So I click this link here. All right, let me copy the URL and then I can put new free Unity asset. I think there we go. All right, we're going to come back later. We may or may not raid Berlin today. We'll see how things go. All right, so if we right click and right click again 3 times, 3rd time's a charm. Mute tab. Okay. There we go. All right, so Publisher of the Week. You may or may not remember this. They actually took a bit of a sabbatical during one of the recent sales, which just recently finished. And now the Publisher of the Week sale is back, which means every Thursday, every Friday Eve, if you will, at 10 a.m. Central Time, they pick a publisher. I don't know how they pick them. They pick a publisher from the asset store and they say, we're going to make all of their assets half price. And we're going to take one of their assets and make it free. For free? That's true. And the place to find them, as a reminder, since it gets posted automatically for free, is on my Discord server. So we scroll down. There's a Spot the Differences game toolkit. All right, this is the code. They usually have the developer name and the year. That's usually what the code is, so you can pretty much guess the code before it goes live. So Candy Smith 2026. Click on Get Your Free Gift. Spot the Differences game toolkit, usually $50. Half price this week because it's the publisher sale. If you use the code that we just saw, you can in fact get this for free. Now I haven't got my blur button working again yet. I need to fix that because usually I would just press a button and then you would all go to Blursville and you wouldn't see me checking out and doxing myself. When I do this, we do have the buttons that I set up yesterday. Okay, one of which is show Unity. So if I press that, it does bring up the duck for you, and there he is. You can see him in the scene. Well, there it is. So if I quickly jump over here and check out, nobody's looking. Do you have a recommended Blursville? To be honest, ever since I switched across to the new PC, I had 2 PCs under my desk, and I need to fix that. Because I'm not saying that having 2 PCs running is the only reason, but we had our highest electricity bill this month that we've ever had in the history of ever. So I kind of need to get this old PC cleaned down and get it to Firefighter Gaming, not just have one PC running. I'm still using it at the moment because for things like this where you're like, oh, wait, hang on, I haven't got the blur set up. So I jump on the old PC and have a look and see what it was. And yeah, I'm just trying to remember which it was now. I feel like it was either something to do with TD or it was something to do with finite singularity. TD's lurking. I don't know if TD is actually still here. Let's see if we can drag TD out of lurking, possibly.
I don't care. Peppa Pig can go fuck herself.
One or two. I see what happened there. It was finite. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Smikes. See, Smikes is multitasking. Smikes is over being the best mod in Berlin's channel and also is participating here as well, which I appreciate. We both use. Okay, all right. So what we can do is we can try and find it. Try and remember what it was called. Let me take care of this Publisher of the Week sale because I don't want the FOMO. It's actually real. I don't want to miss out on this one. I agree. No, don't pay now. Make sure you put the code in at checkout. If it doesn't say free, don't click on pay now. So apply the code, validating code 000. That's my favorite price. And pay now. There's all my stuff to be doxed with. Excellent. All right, so it might actually be the same blur then that I use for witless protection. So possibly, potentially, we might kill 2 birds with 1 stone, which sounds horrible, animal lover. But anyway, we'll take a look. We'll take a look at the Publisher Free Asset of the Week in a moment. First, let's hop on back to the browser and finite singularity blur. do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. I missed anything? Tut Tut from Boolean. But Blessing from Lodot. I don't have a favorite streamer. I have heard parents, and I'm not naming names, actually say they have a favorite kid. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure the criteria is different every time, but yeah. I don't have a favourite kid. Not because I don't think you should have a favourite kid, just that they're all amazing, so. Do 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 do. Can't do favourites in anything. Even like food, Lodot. You can't say I've got a favourite flavour of potato chip or. Okay, so finite singularity, Hobbs composite blur. Is this going to be the one? Maybe, possibly. I'm similar. I have some preferences, but they change depending on situations.
Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum. A duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to the man, run in the stand.
Hey!
Bum, bum, bum.
It's Harry Cat. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Let's have a look on the light curtain. Show us your cat, Harry Cat. Whoa. It's actually a little bit high, isn't it? Probably come down a little bit on that. We don't need to see that much of the ceiling and lose the bottom of the light curtain. Let's see if we can fix that real quick. Because also, the camera should be further down because we shouldn't see the lovely ceiling fan either. Let's see if we... Getting that. Nearly. Oh, yes, that's definitely not in the right spot now. What I keep talking about, I need a way to get a more firm footing fixing for it, because that's not right, is it? Let's line it up with the shirt. That's what we usually do, right? And we go, there's my shirt. Needs to come more this way. Maybe up a little bit. How about that? That's not terrible. Let's have a look how the curtain looks. You see, it's too high. High for the curtain. Bring it down. No. Down some more. There's too much ear in there. We don't need to see ears when. So what did you do on stream today? Oh, I just played around moving my webcam on the. Look at that. Nowhere near. That's even worse. Look, you can even see my on-air neon sign now. I stole your Science Noir. Wait, what? I have my older PC I replaced with this on a cart beside my desk, just in case. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with my old one, if I was going to keep using it, but yeah, I did promise it to Firefighter Gaming. So. I'm going to break something in a minute. Very noisy and crunchy and not so good. A bit higher. Oh, not so high. Okay, no, wrong way. Don't want to see my face. There we go. That's probably okay. Hello. We can still see the fan, but you know what? Yeah, it's fine. But I do need, if anybody has any suggestions, how best to secure a webcam. I don't plan on picking it up and walking around the room with it, especially because it's on a lead anyway. So at the moment, I just have it balanced on I have one of those arms, those goose arms, and then on the end of it, I have what's basically, it's supposed to be like an iPhone or a tablet holder. It sits flat like that, and then the webcam just sits on top. So it's far from being secured. It's not even stuck to it. So there it is. It's not on air. It's on the wall. That's true. Yeah, yeah. It's a bit of a lie, to be honest. Ow, that hurt. What hurt, Lodot? What happened? You spanking Harry Cat hurt your hand? Oh no, a fan. Yeah, but it's not my #1 fan, is it? Double-sided 3M tape. Yeah, I mean, does the webcam have threads on the bottom? I don't believe it does. Yeah, I've had things before that have had the bottom threads, like you get on the bottom of a DSLR, but yeah, I don't know if that does. I'm half wondering, right behind where the webcam sits on the wall, there is a shelf. You want to see the shelf? You see, I've got nothing to lose now. It's loose. It's still not lined up how I like it. So why don't we just grab the camera and just show you stuff? Yeah, should we have a little bit of a possible guided tour or something? Maybe. It might be a bit dark up there, but I can show you stuff. All right, so turn it around. This is the shelf that sits on the wall behind where I am. There's my Hellraiser box from the Hellraiser movie, and then there's a Star Wars character that was given to me by Firefighter Gaming, and there's a poster that says "I am their father," and it has my 4 kiddos' names on. And then there's the mini Etch-a-Sketch that Belinda loves so much, a character that's fallen down, and also the crocheted coffee cup that Bardi got from my throne list. So on this shelf, I could put it. The only thing is it would be further away then, so I would probably have to zoom in a bit more. So over here we have the on-air sign, which isn't as bleached out in real life as it looks. We've got tin signs for Space Invaders, Paperboy, and Rampage. Warning, Genius at work. Oh, I haven't found him yet. I don't know where he is. And then a Game On tin sign above that. And the computer programmer sign over there. I am a computer programmer. My level of sarcasm depends on your level of stupidity. So that's that sign. So yeah, and then I just try and precariously balance it again. That's probably in the wrong place, isn't it? Let's check the shirt. 2. Way. Is that good for the shirt? I think that's okay. And then if we check for the curtain, that's okay. That's good. Well, good enough, shall we say? I still like it so we get the bottom part of the framing of the curtain, but that's just me being picky. Let's go back and let's do a test of curtains. Hey! That's the light curtain that happens when Kilted Ninja comes in. That's the one that Kilted Ninja chose. Yeah. Even though Kilted's not here, Kilted's here in spirit. And if anybody's like, wait, how do I get a light curtain walk-on template? Only 2 people in the history of ever have that. Okay, one is Harriocat because he's a tier 3 subscriber, and one is Kilted Ninja. My favourite drone pilot is in chat. Dukasoft, how are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, one is Harriocat because he's tier 3 and that's one of the subscriber benefits. And the other one is Kilted Ninja because I thought it would be a nice gesture because, well, without Kilted Ninja, we wouldn't have a light curtain. So he bought it. Igni, go on. Igni going in the cat litter. It's not Scooby Snacks. Igni, go on, out. It is in fact, Smikes, an OBS bot. I always forget the model. I think it's a Tiny SE, possibly. Hang on. Yes, Tiny SE. OBS bot, Tiny SE. OBS, BOT. Hey, I recognise that walk-on sound. We must have a cutie kitty in our midst. How are you doing, cutie kitty? Happy Friday Eve. Good dog. No, not good dogs. Usually I'd have this door, like, further closed. Very tempted to do it.
Ribbit.
But for some reason, the dogs like being close to me, especially since I'm the only one here at the moment. So Milo comes in here and lays in his bed, which is in here. This is where he sleeps at night. And then Igni takes the opportunity. Igni takes the opportunity to wander in.
Ribbit.
And stick her head in the cat litter igloo. No. I wouldn't even do that for a 10-pack of gift subs, so don't even think about it. Yeah, so hope everybody's doing well. We're looking at the moment if we can add my blur button back to my Stream Deck, because I lost it in the transition from...
Hey, Gamey, how are you? Also, everybody follow Butt
So is there anything in particular that made it a long day, Cutie Kitty? Did you have a lot of errands? Were you busy working? You want to just tell me to mind my own business? I mean, any of those options is fine. I mean, I think Microsoft quite likes that clip. Yeah. Wait, how do I get...
And there was much rejoicing. And there was much rejoicing.
So, we're going to try and check out... So here's going to be the problem, all right? The weird thing is that I moved everything across as far as StreamerBot goes. And so I would have expected that I had something in StreamerBot when I searched for the word blur. But all I have is witless protection blur. Which is odd. So the only thing is we can't test this because we have to restart OBS, and to restart OBS means restarting the stream. I'm not restarting the stream unless I have to, and hopefully I don't have to. So we can install Finite's Blur, and then hopefully I can set up a button and we can sort it and stuff. But we can't actually test it until tomorrow. Okay, so this is the blur. In the 1.10 release, I've decided to leave the plugin name in the add filter list as the English version of the name. Okay. All right. Comprehensive blur plugin. Okay. Got it. Go to the releases page. Click assets under the latest release. Assets. Here we go. I guess we can scroll down to it. Must be an anchor somewhere. Anyway, scroll down to assets and there should be a Windows installer version. This one here. Now, once it's downloaded it did actually... I don't think it works anymore. Smikes, I don't think Finite's version works in the latest version of OBS. I think that's the problem. As I feel like I've installed this any number of times, especially since now I just tried to download it and it put the name of the file in, put a 1 in parentheses at the end, which means I already have a version of it in my downloads folder. Copy it from there, paste it into downloads, right click, let's run as administrator. Yes, we're running.
No! Come on! We're
Install.
streaking! Come on!
Oh look, it won't install it without me closing OBS. So we'll leave that open. I'll do that later. And then hopefully we can have the blur button back, and the witless protection blur will work too. Almost 4 streams, naked kitty in chat. Also, it is so hot, I just need to streak. I'd been stuck on an issue, and after consulting with Copilot, I was able to get unstuck and finally get stuff done, and lost track of time. I get that. I lose track of time all the time. Like yesterday's stream, for example. I was like, all right, we'll get to game dev in a minute. We'll do it in a minute. Any minute now, we're going to start it. And then I was raiding out, and it was 7 hours later. So, yeah. Totally get that. That was going to be, I got a cheap metal base stand for main cam. What? I got a cheap B, ta-da! Hey, all right then, get a cheap metal base stand for main cam. I feel like I might have missed another message. Where was the next Mike's message? I feel like I might have. Brief research shows the Tiny SE does have a way to attach threads to it. Must be behind you on OBS versions. So the OBS version I have currently is 32.2.1. So I'm hoping when I finish stream today and I close OBS and I install Finite's doodad that it will just work. It'll be nice. It worked out perfectly. Yeah. We're talking about your unstable snake. Oh my. You're on 32.12. I'm on 32.21. I transposed the numbers. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. I'm of the mindset that maybe I need to just stop updating OBS unless I'm having particular issues that a newer version specifically says that it fixes. The Number Tears on the newest as well. Because there's so many moving parts, there's so many filters, there's so many things that might need updating or might break if I update, that it's probably best if I don't. If things are stable, if the dust has settled, just let it be. Don't update anything. Yeah. Okay. What do we think? And bear with me on this. I know originally I'd said, hey, you know, we're going to play 007 First Light on the week commencing August the 24th. We're going to have a whole week of it. We're doing it that week because that's the 29th birthday week of GoldenEye. So it has a nice James Bond tie-in. What do we think to just doing it next week? How do you feel about that? I get, you know, the only difference is, well, the two differences. Firstly, it'll be sooner. And secondly, it's not going to be any particular week relating to Bond. But I think we can get over that, right? The reason I'm thinking doing it next week is because, you know, we have the two game jams. I'm already trying to organise it so that the Holistic 3D jam and the Journ jam don't overlap in any way at all, because I don't want to be working on two jams at once. And it's going to just even complicate things even more if, you know, in 3 weeks when we're supposed to be doing the James Bond, I can't do it that week because of the jams, and then I'm going to be mad. So I think maybe next week, when you see the schedule for next week, I think we're probably going to do James Bond 007 Bondathon week, probably next week. We'll bring it. I never know if it's bringing it forward or bringing it back. But anyway, we're going to move it to next week, I think, rather than August the 24th. So yeah, that's my reckoning. I'm still on 32.11. Well, 32.21 that only came out in the last few days, Dukesoft, so arguably you're on the last release. I signed up for Journ Jam just now. Oh, has he launched the page now? Didn't realise it had launched already. Let's have a look. Blah, blah, blah. Jam. People looking for jam teams. General chat. Journ, I'll try to get a stream in a few hours. Okay. Announcements. Oh, there's Journ Jam. Okay. Here we go. We'll take a look at this as well today. See, that starts September the 15th. So I think we'll be good because I'm going to try and squeeze in the Holistic 3D Jam in August. So we'll do a couple of weeks doing the jam, first jam for Holistic 3D in August. And then this can be my September jam. So that works out well. Yeah, so if we do, there's the Holistic 3D Jam. I haven't even created the page yet. I'm hosting it. I'm thinking maybe the last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks of August, because then that will give me a couple of weeks clear break for the voting and to close it out and everything else, and then the Jern Jam will start. So we do 007 next week, then it should all fit in nicely. Signed up for Jern Jam just now. We'll see how that actually goes. Just updated to latest. There's a pinned link in Science stream. Oh, in Balint stream today? Okay. They must have just made it live because I don't remember seeing anything. We try not to overlap with the jams. So Jern had floated some possible dates past me, and I said that was fine. So yeah, I just need to figure out the other jam now. They announced it already. The Jern Jam, when it starts, has been announced. The theme won't actually be announced, like it says here, till it starts. But I'm sure it's probably going to be like previous years where there's already voting. There should be a link down here. VIPs vote now on Discord. So if you're a VIP and you're in the VIP channel on Jern's Discord, then you can vote already. I am a VIP, I believe. I don't know, because I'm also a mod, and you can't have a mod and a VIP badge, so I don't really know how that works. But anyway, I'm not going to do any spoilers, so I'm not going to show anything that Jern doesn't want showing outside of the VIP stuff. But early voting for VIPs. And usually it's, hey, these are some of the themes. Add your own if you want to add other things in, and you can add your own ideas. And then the top 5, I think Jern normally does. He says, okay, we're going to pick a theme from the top 5. And then in the days/weeks leading up to the jam starting, he does nicks on his stream live on Twitch. He does start cancelling out some of the themes. So eventually, kind of left with 3 themes. And then you're like, okay. So what I tend to do is, when it's down to 3, is that's when I start brainstorming. I don't wait until the theme is announced on the day and then go, oh, what type of game can I do? I have an idea in mind. And I shared a couple of those ideas earlier on previous streams. So when we have it narrowed down, then I can start tying things to it. I see you're a sponsor. I mean, Jern reached out to me and he said, look, you sponsored the jam previous years, no pressure, but, if you're happy to this year. And I said, well, my assets do work. I do want to give them an overhaul and an update, but I'm happy to throw some asset codes your way. So that's how I'm sponsoring it. Worm prizes. Yeah, so anybody wants to check it out, there's the link. If anybody wants to see the rules, if anybody wants to join, if anybody wants to get in on the Jern and Balint shenanigans. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. And then we're going to take a look at this in a minute. There's the handsome ambassador. Alrighty. How are we teaming up? We can try. I'm a horrible noob. The thing is with jams though, there's no pressure, If the 2 of you team up and you start working on it and then it's getting close and you don't look like you can submit it, it's nice to get a submission in, but I've been in jams before where for whatever reason I couldn't submit, and then you just don't. No shame in it. You hopefully still learn something from the process. Acids, that's right. Me too. Now I have to learn about Git and commits and stuff. Ooh. Don't talk to me about source control. Me and Git have a love-hate relationship. Jenny is a genius. I mean, Jenny is a genius and Smikes is a legend. If you put genius and legend together, you get Legius. Anyway, you get a whole bunch of talent. So I'm expecting great things. No pressure. I've actually tried to make a board game or card game. Couldn't manage it last year. Yeah, so last year and this year, it's been a collab, a co-host, if you will, between Jern and Balint. And so it adds in an educational thing, but also it adds the option for doing some IRL stuff. It doesn't necessarily have to be digital. You can take like pictures and you can post like rules of the game, that kind of stuff. As long as you can submit something like that, it doesn't actually have to be digital. I envy the way Jenny's brain works. I envy anybody whose brain works, because a lot of days mine doesn't. I think I have my first round of awards judging at the same time, so my time for working on jam stuff might be a bit limited. Me every jam, Dark Muppeteer.
Mr. Ribbit.
And also, of course, not only if you join the jam now and then you can't submit, at any point you can leave the jam. Yeah. So let me see. I don't think this is going to dox me. I think I can probably log in. Do I have details here? Probably. Well, let's have a look. Let's see. Let's see what I actually log into the Twitch account with. Brit Gaming is having some medical stuff done at the moment, so I'm just messaging her. Okay, so I used to be logged in on the other browser, on Itch. I thought I had logged in since I moved to the new PC, but maybe not. All right, so it's that, and it's do. What? Do. Login. Please complete the human verification to continue. Success, Cloudflare. Great, and then clear out the password. Oi, oi, Savaloy. I'm about to punch the monitor. Okay, so now there's my itch link showing the browser. There we go. Oh my goodness. So, see, do you see the link there? Because Dark Muppeteer is now a big dog, because he got affiliate status yesterday. He's the big dog now on Twitch, you see. He's doing a big hot dog. Thank you very much, Dark Muppeteer. I appreciate the oi oi Savaloy dropped on my old bonds. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Brian and I wanted to do it together, but work, school, and sickness came up.
Hey, everybody want coffee?
And the thing is, Lodot, you either do it or you don't do it. You know, don't feel bad. Don't feel like, oh, well, this happened and this happened. You either do it or don't do it, you know? Nobody's going to judge you, especially if you don't make a submission. Matt, you only get to see the positives. I love that people get to collab. All too often, the jam starts and I'm like happily working away, and then I'll see people in the looking for a team chat going, anybody need a modeler? Anybody need a musician? Anybody? And it's like no responses. And I'm like, ah, no, I can't. I have to fly slow. I have to fly slow-low on these things. Slow. Okay, so yeah, congrats on affiliate. Very nice. How's the coffee? The coffee is, in fact, it's empty. There is no coffee left. I'm going to have to get some coffee in a moment. So Flutter Blocks was my last entry, or my entry for the last Jern Jam. This was a jam entry. This was a jam entry. This wasn't. This was a Jern Jam entry, the Fun Nest game. Yeah, Back in the Jungle. That was also a Jern Jam entry. So, close that out. And then we bring up the Jern Jam again, where I'm actually logged in. All right, 6 joined so far. 6 people have joined. Can't actually see the people that have joined. The host can. So if you host a jam, you actually get a notification up here or in your feed. Every time somebody joins it, you can see who it was. Can you link your itch? I don't think I follow you yet. Itch. There it is. 1 month and 17 days to go before we start. Why does he always do it over Mrs. Gamey's birthday? Hi, honey. Yeah. I know. We're going to a restaurant. We're gonna go out for a nice family meal for your birthday. But I'm really working on this particular bit of John's jam now. We could, yeah, that'd be great. Thanks. Oh, thanks, Jenny. I think I already follow you. I think I follow you because I think you posted a link to your jam game, and I think I followed you at that point. I could be wrong. Jenny, please post your link in Itch, and I'll double check I'm following you now that I'm logged in. All right, so I can't do the blur stuff until stream finishes. The theme will be announced on the start day. VIPs vote now on Discord. Jenny, where's your Itch link? Hook me up, Jenny. This year, we are once again joined by Science Streams, a Twitch science educator and ambassador. Community-driven, game dev and science communication. Second year we're doing this as Twitch partners. So partner with amazing Twitch ambassador and stream. Any game engine. 2 weeks. Plenty of time to give something. So you will hopefully have plenty of time to give something other than your usual software and styles a shot. I don't think I've ever used the same style twice. I think my Itch stuff, I always try to do something a bit different. It's a particular type of game, if it's a particular look. Like the last Jern Jam game I did, Flutter Blocks, was a match 3 style game. Never done a match 3 style game before. Definitely not one that had like ice blocks and frozen butterflies, and I've never converted 2D butterflies in blocks. When the blocks break open, then they turn into 3D butterflies that fly away. I was trying to add something a little bit different, try and add something that I haven't done before. So there's Jenny's. No, I'm not following. How rude. There we go. Now I'm following Jenny. Everybody follow Jenny. All right. If you have an Itch profile. And if you join in the jam, I know you have an Itch profile, so don't pretend you don't. Shatter, welcome in. How are you doing today? Doing all right. We're going to get to the game dev portion of the stream momentarily. We just have a couple of things to look at, including the Publisher of the Week free asset, including the Jern Jam, which was announced today. And then I'll grab a coffee. And when I come back...
What you're trying to say is that you can't control it.
I'm not trying to say that. The whole bloody ship is.
It's the wild colour scheme that freaks me. I mean, when you try and operate one of these weird black controls which are labelled in black on a black background, a small black light lights up black to let you know you've done it. What is this? Some kind of intergalactic hyper...
Welcome in, Tubby. Have you made a decision, Tubby, whether you'll be winning... I mean, whether you'll be entering the jam, Jern Jam? Link just got posted. Are you and your equally talented brother going to be joining this year? because I'm always curious to see what Tubby creates with his brother in the 2 weeks that they're given. It's always something amazing. No pressure, but yeah, hopefully they're joining this year because yeah, I always like to see what they do. We do plan to. Going to be very busy running up to it, but we do enjoy it. Excellent, excellent. That's what I like to hear. Well, apparently there's 6 people joined so far. I think this updates without refreshing the page, but it's quite simple. You just go to the Jern Jam page, okay, which I will post again in chat. There's the Jern Jam page. You just click on this button here if you're already on itch, join jam, doink, and then the page refreshes. 7 now. Oh wait, I just joined. 6 is now 7. You've joined this jam. Come to this page after the jam starts to submit your project. All right, so you get this countdown. If you're not familiar with jams, this counts down. When it hits 0, this page will refresh, and then there'll be a new countdown, which counts down to the end of the jam. It'll be this time here. So, what day of the week is the 15th of September? Echo. What day of the week is the 15th of September?
September 15th, 2026 is on a Tuesday.
Tuesday? It's an unusual day to start a jam. Usually they start on Fridays, and then it gives you a chance to kind of get a good run at it over the weekend, but starting on a Tuesday is interesting. All right, that's fine. Tuesday. Got it. No, Tubby is not allowed. Their games end up too good. I mean, what is it? Something about a rising tide or something lifts all ships or something? People being better than us makes us better. That's what I keep telling myself. One day I might believe it, but yeah. Like I say, I always like seeing what they do because they did obviously the PGRC. I don't know. I don't remember the titles too well, but there was a racing game in the desert type styly. That looked fantastic. That is actually on the Steam store as we speak. And then they had the Bell Tower Rock, the lighthouse, and it had it was almost like a visual documentary. I actually saw the official lighthouse on Antiques Road Trip the other day on TV. And I'm like, wait, I remember seeing that in Tubby and Max Speedy's jam game. Yeah. So, curious to see what they conjure up. It always looks fantastic. I mean, I'm like, this has to be in the HDRP pipeline, right? It's so realistic, so good looking. No, it's built in. Why I order? And of course, if you participated in the most recent Chris West Humble Bundle, you should already have a bunch of Tubby's assets that you can use in your game. How funny would that be if you beat Tubby at his own game with his own assets? Anyway, I do have a number of assets from Tubby Crumbles, and I can never remember. Is it Tubby?
Basically, what you're trying to
And
say
then
is that you can't control
and then it plays the audio again. But anyway, the Mega Fire guy, okay, so you can drop him a follow on Twitch and he might start streaming again. There's a link to his publisher page. These are his assets on the asset store, including the brand spanking new asset we were talking about yesterday with Bardaki, who bought it. It is Artificer. Yeah. Says amazing new asset coming to Unity. No, it's already here. Yeah. We sort by price, low to high. All these ones that are grayed out and say you own this asset are already in my collection. I'm going to vow, no less, to use at least one of Tubby's assets in my entry, the Jern Jam. And I have no idea what the theme is yet. I have some idea of the type of assets I would like to use. Yeah. Mega Fires 2. You know, the OG Megafires, this asset here, was actually used in Mouse PI for Hire. You remember the black and white game that me and Berlin played separately, not together? One of my favourite games, and I still need to get back to. They actually use the developers. Tubby's Megafire's asset in that game for the squash and stretch stuff. You see, yeah. Very nice. I'd say you beat their assets. Blue, how you doing? Welcome in. All of them. You have all of them, Dark Muppeteer. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Ecliptic, good to see you. Is there a prize for most caffeinated team? I mean, if there is, I think I'm going to win it because I'm flying solo, Ecliptic. So, yeah, nobody drinks more coffee than I do. Nobody imbibes more Java during a game jam than this guy, all right? So just give me the prize now. It's already done.
Hey, does anybody want coffee? Hey, does anybody want coffee?
I kind of do, but I kind of can't right now because we have a couple of bullet points we need to finish off first. I'm going to just leave it to the last minute and wing it when the theme is revealed.
Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit.
I mean, the theme is revealed when the jam starts. So I guess leaving it to the last minute is not actually doing the jam until the last couple of days, which I've done before. Yeah, you know the story, right? I started creating a game, coincidentally also about a lighthouse, but nowhere near Tubby's game. And it was about a lighthouse that got destroyed in a storm, and all the pieces of the lighthouse were scattered around the bay, and you had to go around in a boat in the storm and pick up all the pieces and reassemble the lighthouse. It looked quite good in my head, but I had all kinds of issues trying to get the water working properly, and then I had some other showstoppers. Eventually, I had to abandon it, but it was 2-week Journ Jam, and I was 12 days in, and I'm like, I was like, what do I do now? Do I just not submit anything? I'm like, no, put on your big boy pants. We can do this. And so that was when I actually created. We get the link back. I thought, well, let's have a change of pace. Let's do something completely different. And that's how the Funnest game was born. Yeah. So I created this in, it was like 2 days, right before the end. So, it's not without its bugs, to be honest, because I was running around like a headless chicken to create a game with a not headless eagle. Yeah. So it's free if you'd like to play it. Yogurt Garrel occasionally talks fondly about it because she loves burbs and she likes playing it. But you actually play as the eagle and you fly around the scene and you can hydrate and you can get food. And it was interesting. Did it win the Funnest prize? It did win a prize. I don't remember which one. I don't think it was a participation trophy, though. I forget what it was now, but it did get something. Tubby's book asset is insane. Yeah, so there was Megabook and Megabook 2. Megabook 2 over here, look, which is in my collection. The only thing is, I know I said about using at least one of Tubby's assets in my Journ Jam game. I don't think it's going to be Megabook, because for me, Megabook is an amazing asset, but also it's the type of asset I would use in the polish phase. If it's going to be an intro and there's going to be a book opening up and showing all the gloriousness and everything, if I have time, I would love to do that. I just feel like that might be too much for a 2-week jam to get that going as well. But we'll see how it goes. You know how I am. I'm transparent. I'm going to stream it. You're going to see me. You're going to see my struggles. You're going to see just how challenging I do find these things. Twice you're going to see it because I'll be doing it for both jams. So, in September I'll be doing it for the Journ Jam. In August I'll be doing it for the Holistic 3D Jam. So, well, I just realised the reminder went off on my phone that it is noon, and every day this week at noon I have to run over to Firefighter Gamey's house and let her dogs back in because it's pretty hot this week in Texas, and it's not hot in their house now they got their air conditioner fixed. So have to let in the poor puppers. The temperature right now is 90 degrees, still with a heat advisory. High is supposed to be 96 today. I did actually manage to do the errand in a record 10 minutes, exactly 10 minutes when I said I would be. So we'll see if we can do it again today. Did you win the Spankers prize? I mean, competition. The bar is high for that one. 100%. I've just been looking at books and animations recently for an ongoing project. I mean, if the videos for Megabook 2 don't make you buy it, nothing's going to make you buy it. That's a fantastic video showing it off. How, you know, not only can you have the pages move over like a normal book, but also you can have objects expand as you're opening it like a pop-up book. It's insanely fantastic.
Mr. Ribbit.
So many game jams coming up. My participation in any is entirely dependent on the theme. I mean, you can do that too. You know, like you just saw, we went to the Journ Jam page. We clicked on Join Jam. In 1 month, 17 days, 5 hours and 57 minutes, when the theme is announced, I've done it before myself. You join a jam and then you get the theme and you're like, I just can't think of anything. I can't think of something that could tie in with that theme. And then you can just leave the jam. Yeah, there's no obligation, even if you join, to submit anything, to even start work on anything. But do join it. I would encourage people to join. All right, let's get this number joined up. And then once it starts, if you suddenly decide you either don't have the time to do it, or you were looking for team members and couldn't find them, or in fact, you know, you just can't match the theme to something that you can create, then you can drop out. Oh, you do have to refresh. I don't know why I thought it updated. I don't know why they didn't make it update automatically. It's not difficult. Itch, come on now. 9! Thank you, Desist. How are you doing, Desist? We saw you yesterday. I'm not going to go into any more detail. I'm just going to leave it there. I hope you're doing well. I just realised I have Megabook 2. Beauty kitty. I mean, I guess you could, depending on how you do it, you could actually have a jam game based around a book. You could have it all set in the book. So you wouldn't just use Tubby's asset, but that would be the basis of the game. That's also a possibility. I'm okay. My stream kept crashing last night. I need to do some research on my setup. So what was it that kept crashing? Was it OBS that crashed out? Because usually when it happens to me, I grab the crash files, the log files, throw them into ChatGPT, and it's pretty good on narrowing down what the issue is. So otherwise, you just look at this wall of text in this log file, and you're like, I don't know what broke. What? Twitch was restarting. Bitrate was. Okay. All right. Well, at least you got some kind of idea. All right. Let me blow out this candle. I don't really want to leave a lit candle in a house where nobody is apart from the animals as I run over to Firefighter Gamey's house, which is a couple of streets away, and let her dogs back in. Do I get squished? I do not get squished, but nice try, David. You know? A for effort, as they say. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think I missed anything in chat. Good. You missed my teaser. What was the teaser? Teaser. Lodoc has maybe created a starting soon video. What? What? Lodoc. Starting soon video. Are you going to be streaming soon, Lodoc? That is quite the teaser. Well, roll back down. What we can do We can do a shout out for Lodoc so everybody can go drop a follow just in case that teaser comes to fruition. So obviously Lodoc is not streaming at the moment, so there won't be any clips, but you should also, at the top of chat, see the heart you can click on to drop a follow. Might take a bit since I'm trying to learn stuff and preparing stuff. It's fantastic news though. It's the best thing I've heard today. I won a Steam key from Hypnotic and wanted to play the game LOL Smallland. Is that actually what it's called? LOL Smallland? Or is it just Smallland? I'm looking to maybe start in a month. I wouldn't tie yourself down to when you start Lodoc because there is a lot to it. I know Berlin often says, well, everybody can stream, just turn on your phone and just stream. You can do that, but I feel like, you know, the more you know, the more confident you'll be when you stream. You know, if you're going to have your face on the stream, are you going to be a VTuber like Manadonna? Are you going to be nothing on stream at all like Dukasov? So I can have at least a month. Just rush it. Did I say hello? Never mind. Hello. Fuel, hello. Fuel coming in just as I'm about to dip for 10 minutes and let Firefighter game his dogs out. Obviously, the most important element is making sure you have a spank command. I mean, yeah. That goes without saying, right? That has to be the first thing that goes in place. Bit let the dogs out. Actually, I'm letting them in. Yeah, so the plan is I let them out. Do what you did, Professor Smites. I let them in at noon, which is 7 minutes ago, and then I let them back out at 3 p.m. So they're in the house for 3 hours, and then they're outside for an hour or two before Firefighter Gamey gets home, and then they can let them back in. That's the plan. Yeah. Remember when I got stopped by the police when I was trying to get Mrs. Gamey to the ER? And they stopped me because they said one of my license plate bulbs wasn't working. I put some new bulbs in yesterday. I might tell you about that when I come back. Alrighty, so quick family errand. Back in 10 minutes. It's very tiring having to sing that all the time. Dukesoft, I literally just said I'm... Now I'm dizzy, thanks. I've got to drive to Firefighter Game is dizzy because you spun me around. Thanks. Yeah. Quarter of the way to affiliate already. Yeah! Everybody go follow Lodoc. Come on. Come on, you know how it works. And if you need to know anything about setting up a stream as a new streamer, probably don't ask me because it's been a hot minute, but Dark Muppeteer, yeah, I think probably is our newest streamer in the community. I'm sure they can help you with stuff. And probably other peeps here as well. So feel free to throw any questions you have into the chat. I'm sure there's a whole raft of people that can help you out. Anyway, quick family errand, back in 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the BRB screen. You're going to watch some hilarious clips of the channel. I'm going to start my coffee going. I'm going to drive over to Firefighter Gamey's house. I'm going to let the dogs in. I'm going to come back. I'm going to grab my coffee, back to my desk, all in the space of 10 minutes. And you might be like, no way you're going to do that in 10 minutes. Question, why are you a lead gen? See, I don't think I am, so you would have to ask other people that say I am, possibly. Yeah. Anyway, quick family errand, back in 10 minutes. I'm going to pin this, I'm going to flip you to the BRB scene, and then let's see if I can make it exactly 10 minutes again, like yesterday. Possibly. Potentially. Okay. And there's the message. Going to be pinned. There it is. BRB.
Silenzio Bruno.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm not a billboard. I'm Mother Ferret billboard. I'm not a billboard. I'm not a billboard.
Exactly. So don't be a billboarder. Okay. He blew out his keister, Berlin. It's been a bit of a blur last few days, but I told somebody, I said, I always wear clothes from the waist up when I'm streaming. I'm not always naked. Wait, who wants me to keep the titties? Coffee rocks! Okay. But you know, also, Berlin is busy potty training at the moment. His children, not himself. He's, from what I understand, he's pretty good at using the potty. He does the laughing when we tickle him or when we press his stomach. He's supposed to move his legs, and there's grinding and there's noises, but the legs don't actually move. A few moments later. A noodle fell off. Please hug my butt better. Here's the chicken. I don't know. Crickets are seeming quite quite an attraction after having to... Okay. Oh. Oh. That. Oh. Oh. They are. They do. Oh, they do taste like chicken. Ugh. Grinding mechanic. Did you find the logic for it on Grinder? Is that the right app, or am I mixing and slams the flan in my face? Maybe, you know, clown style. I don't know. We'll have to see. Here we go with the turn. Now, if it is a hit...
How long is this going to take?
We're here. You can get far. Step on the gas. Step on the gas.
I gotta say, as far as appropriate blurps being used, that was perfect, my fave bear. King Julian.
What a nice box.
King Julian from Madagascar.
That
was made me chuckle. Thank you very much. I'm not going to slide into anybody's dark Muppeteer, all right? Direct message.
Ribbit.
I sent you old ones. Oh no. See, look. It's going to pick the same clip. See, look. It's going to pick the same clip. Clip machine pulls a random clip because from the last clip machine pulls a random clip from the last 7 days. From whenever. But it doesn't now. We extended it because one line told us to. We extended it to 31 days. And now we're making more changes. Showing up again? Possibly. Potentially. And now, my rod is just too powerful. You have the power!
Baby Lee, do 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 do. Baby Lee, do 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 do. Take us off. Why? Why you gotta be like that, Papa?
That's like you're squeezing the camera cheeks. Or GB. Come here, little webcam. Or GB. have a W on each cheek, and when you bend over, it says "Wow." Is that? Oh my goodness! What have I exposed myself to? I have coffee in a Batman mug. Whoa! Don't tell Hugin. Hugin loves Batman. He'll want to steal. Look, the big fat wiener. Ha ha ha! Oh, sometimes it's the little things, isn't it? At least that's what I tell Mrs. Gamey. Anyway, thank you for that, Tatum. Appreciate those biddies. Ropes around it and stuff, and they're like, yeah, nobody touch it. I touched it. It was a bit like Monsters, Inc. Gotta touch it, I gotta touch it. So I touched it. One of my very few claims to fame. I feel violated being tickled in my underwear. What we'll do is take this section here. Oh, excuse me. I require a shower as I am a stinky boy after being on London Underground surrounded by the pores. Bombing it all. What? Hey, I'm all about carpet bombing. Wait, what? Very hot. Was that a shark geek I heard? Was it? That puts us back to where we were. Got sploded. Yes, that. Maybe not the best expression when we were just talking about OnlyFans, but anyway, it will be better paid than... Maybe that helicopter can work in your favour. There you go, smacked across the line. Maybe. No, that's not across the line, that's... WizKid got second. Train is here. Wait, what? Twitch charity raid train? Balint. What is going on, Balint? Oh my goodness. What in the world is going on right now? You did what? Raised how much for who? Here's a cheer from us to you. Well, thank you. Yes, we're currently fundraising for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, who do a lot... Wait, how did... What? How have I met my goal? My goal was $500. I had $115 raised, and somehow, magically, it's now shot up to the goal. What in the world? Thank you so much. Twitch. Oh my goodness. OMG, that is amazing, Sparky. I can't believe that. I just... Oh. I can't. Gross is the tip of the iceberg, Sparky. What I want to know is why... Yo, get on the mic. Don't let me be a stump. 4 years of growth. Yeah, we make it jump. I'm just a little prawn, but I got big shrimp energy. Thanks to the followers, it's a shrimply perfect memory. Yeah, 4 years. 4. Keep it shrimple. Don't be salty. Celebrate. And it goes... And before you know it, it's fully up in the up position. And yeah, when it's fully up in the up position, I get very excitable. It's insane. Yeah, some longer streams this week because I'm gonna have the house to myself. All me, yeah, house to myself. So it might be streams. I need to think about this now. Do I start streams a bit later and have a bit of a sleepy peepee sleep in, or do I start them earlier and finish them later and have like give you an extra life? Fit me in, daddy. That's great. I do love that it includes the... You won't eat it. Nobody clip that. Okay, so decal collider. I'm still not sure why you would want a collider. So, to celebrate the launch and release of Rise of Piracy on the Steam store, in about a week's time, we have a new redemption called Sleeps Till Pirates that we're going to check out now and see exactly how long until Rise of Piracy releases. Here we go. How many days? 7 days! Oh my goodness! How many days? I mean, if a big gruff pirate tells you, you kind of have to do it, right? 7 days. 1 week. There we go. Bear said shut. Yeah, I was so close to getting the whole sentence out there, Bear. Bear asked me to show my grapes on Twitch. And I had to do a quick check to see if that's against TOS. And it's not against TOS, so here they are. Here are the grapes I'm eating. Took me a long while to create a not shrimp badge.
Five-pack of discounted subs gives you the limited edition
Hey, does anybody want
shrimp
coffee?
badge.
Alrighty. Oh, it looks like it even. Ooh, woo, poop beans love ball. I mean, I feel sometimes it's a bit of a stretch trying to squeeze it in. But yeah. Alright, I'm willing to go along with it, load up. I feel a bit sore after that, but thank you, Berlin. I keep trying, but my clothes just keep falling off. Don't you hate when that happens? Yeah, it's terrible. Right? Love polka. I mean, polka. I love polka almost as much. Buckle up now. Almost as much as I love the Barbie movie. So it's very hot in intercourse. That kind of effect. Okay. My toilet did that. My toilet did that. Now here's the worst part.
Ribbit, ain't it?
The toilet had clear water in it, so no problem. Just throw some clear toilet water around. No. Nay. That toilet got its hand and it reached way down into the depths of fiery poopy hell, grabbed a whole bunch of whatever it had and threw that up in the air because that's a little bit more colourful than clear water. So, yeah. That was what we could smell from the living room. Delightful, huh? Aren't you glad that you... Can you act out a tardigrade making sweet, sweet love? Oh, fishy can fresh as well. We've got a fishy. What? How are your balls doing, buddy? Everyone contributed to the Throne PC that I still to this day don't have a shipping notice for. I know, and you're like, wait, didn't that get fully funded last Friday? Indeed it did, yeah. But what does the status say on Throne? Ordered. And now we wait. And wait. And then we wait a bit more, so we've got to hurry up and wait, apparently. Here we go. Susie Q. In 3, 2, 1... Disgusting. That is nasty. That's horrible. Why would I do that? Why would I? Don't go count your base just yet. I mean, Satan's Panties TV. Why have I heard that name before? How have you heard that name before? That's very weird. Hello. It didn't go completely according to plan. So the plan is, Firefighter Gamey has 3 dogs, and I go over, let them in the house, lock the back door, and then they're in the AC. Nicely cool, air-conditioned house the next few hours. Thank you, Entropic. So usually I open the door, some are already at the back door, and run to the back door when they hear me opening it. 2 dogs came. Not 3 dogs, 2 dogs. Okay. Where's the 3rd dog? Now, recently, I don't know if you remember, I raided out early because Firefighter Gamey had an issue with their air conditioner. The outside unit has a plastic protective pipe on the wires, the cables, and the big dog, the biggest of the 3, had actually pulled the pipe down, right? It's like one of those spring pipes. Had pulled the pipe down, exposing the wires, and the wires rubbed against the metal outer ring, and that was what caused the AC to stop working. So what they said was, I said, how are you actually going to stop it happening in future? They got somebody out, paid an extortionate amount of money because it was, 1,000 degrees and they needed it back that day. Got it fixed and said, that's okay, we'll put up a fence. We'll put a fence around the AC unit. That way, dogs won't get to it. Problem solved, right? Not quite. Let me show you. So, one of the dogs, it's a chicken wire fence. It has obviously struts. The chicken wire has gone along. One of the dogs managed to get inside the fence and was looking at me like, hello, help, please, can you get me out? I managed to dig my way under it and get in here, and I guess it closed like a cat flap, and now I can't get back out, so I'm stuck. Now, the only good thing, as you can see, is that it's actually in the shade of the house. So it's crazy temperatures today. It's like nearly 100 degrees. At least they were in the shaded part. Now, I don't know how long they'd been there. Obviously, didn't have any access to the water because the water is on the back step and they were enclosed. So I don't know how long they've been in there, but at least they were in the shade. So there is that. And it's not like they'd been outside for days on end because they were let out this morning when Firefighter Gamey went to work. So, yeah, I sent a picture to Firefighter Gamey and I said, that fence to keep the dogs, it was to keep the dogs out, right, and not to keep them in, because here's the picture. So I'm guessing Firefighter Gamey is not going to be very happy about that. Chicken wire is for chickens. I mean, yeah, but also it's a cheap alternative when you haven't got oodles of cash to throw up a proper fence. It's a makeshift fence, isn't it? We all do makeshift stuff. We all put things in place thinking that they'll do the job. And I guess the dogs were just inquisitive. They're like, hang on a minute, we used to be able to get to this part of the yard. Why suddenly are we not allowed in there? So, I guess or one of them at least, got in there and they're like, oh, crud, what do I do now? I can't get back out. So, thankfully, I had run over there and I was able to lift up the fence where they dug under and they got back out and I let them in the house. But there's no guarantee they won't do it again when I go and let them back outside at 3 o'clock. Between 3 o'clock and when Firefighter Gamey gets home at 5 o'clock. So, yeah, there you go. Never a dull moment. Nothing's ever straightforward, is it? Anyway, yeah, if you remember, the police pulled me over when I was trying to get Mrs. Gamey to the hospital when she was having chest pains. I was trying to get her to the emergency room, and they pulled me over because I had a bulb that wasn't working in my license plate. I wasn't very happy. I might have not been my usual cherubic self, and I may have said some things that actually, thankfully, didn't get me arrested or cautioned. But consequently, you know, when we finished, the police said, "Well, you know, given the circumstances, I'm not gonna give you a warning today or a citation or whatever for the bulb." I said, "Okay, what do you want me to say? Thank you very much. Thank you very much for pulling me over for something so insignificant as my wife was clutching her chest and possibly potentially having a heart attack. But you know, let's not get me to the ER. Let's pull me over for a bulb that might be out." So I wasn't best pleased. I'm not going to lie. So the day after that, I bought some bulbs. Last night I fitted the bulbs. Why aren't bulbs easy to fit anymore? Why do they not make it easy? Why? Tell me why the two headlamp bulbs either side of the top of the license plate bulbs, not headlamp bulbs. I have to actually pull off the interior of the trunk lid to get to it. Yeah. They don't make things easy, and I think it's because they just expect you to take everything to a mechanic or to the main dealer. It's probably their thinking, because, you know, Toyota created the Camry, and they probably want you to go to the Toyota dealer to get things as ridiculously stupid as bulbs replaced. You might remember, a few months ago, I replaced the headlamp bulbs in my Chevy Equinox. I had to literally lay on the ground, unscrew a plastic disc from inside the wheel arch, put my hand inside and act like I was an extra on the Muppets or something, and I was trying to control one of the puppets. I had to it was crazy, it was ridiculous. And yeah, it's a terrible situation, really. So I bought these bulbs, $10 for a pack of two, but I'll just replace both of them at the same time. And yeah, I got cuts on my fingers, and I wasn't effing and jeffing, because, you know, I'll leave that up to Berlin. But yeah, I was not best pleased, but I did do it. I did fix it. It is now done. I think my next job might be the LED light bulbs. I don't know if I showed those on stream or not. So the same LED bulbs that I bought from Amazon, they retail at like $60 for two. They're yeah, I think they're halogens. No, not halogens, the old one, isn't it? They're LED bulbs. And I saw the same ones in Goodwill for $5.99 instead of $60. And they're still in the box, and things are still in their packets, and it even has the white gloves they give you with them because you're not supposed to touch the bulbs. And I thought, you know, no brainer. So I bought them, and that's my next job, probably after the stream today. I'm just hoping it's easy enough to just pop the hood, maybe see the headlamp units at the back and just unscrew something and do it that way. I don't want to be laying down under the car again, and so I need to look it up and see just how much of a challenge it is. Replace headlamp bulbs, Toyota Camry. Vidges. It's a 2009, so I guess this would be the one. Let's have a look and see what loveliness I'm setting myself up for tonight. Skip that, pause the music. Let's have a listen to Dennis, see what he's got to say. Hi Dennis. Well, thank you. All right, let's do it. Okay. Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I do believe it is the headlights that I bought. So this actually, I don't want to jinx it, but this looks like it might be relatively straightforward, right? I mean, it looks like the unit holds the bulb is like right there as soon as you open the trunk, which is what the hood, which is what I was hoping for. So maybe. Okay. Okay. Right. I just need the headlight. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Dennis. Right. Okay. 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 There it is, just like that. Yep. Okay. Squeeze the clip. Got it. Okay. And that is a lot easier than laying down on my driveway, having to reach inside plastic compartment and then pretty much maneuver like this and then reach up and then get to it. Right? It's ridiculous. This seems a lot more straightforward, so GG's to it. Okay, I've already got the bulbs. I got them from Goodwill. I don't know if you heard the story, Dennis. See, don't touch it. That's why they give you the white gloves with it. You don't touch it by accident with your finger. Good. Good to know. Okay. Click. Aha, give it a little tug. So give it a tug, make sure the rubber's on. Got it. There's money, exactly. Click. That's all there is to it. I love these videos where these people probably do it all day, every day. And then like 2 hours later, I'm like, dang it, which way did he say turn it? So that's my job for today, since it's only going to be 96 degrees later. So that'll be fun. Do it on my exposed driveway where I don't have any shade or covering or anything. And the sun is probably still pretty high in the sky. Anyway, let's get the music back on. And I was actually reminded earlier, there we go, of the temp stuff. I don't know if my temp stuff is working properly or not. Let me have a look. I did create something. Temperature conversion. Okay. So the only problem I had is that it did the conversion properly, but when it posted to chat, because it checks for every chat message, for some reason it just kept going and going and scrolling up the chat with the variable name, which is %reply%. So the bot went a bit crazy. Let's have a look. So send message. Send using bot account. That's what we want. Call back to broadcaster. So what I need to do somehow is, it is checking for every chat message. What I need to be able to do is say, okay. In fact, I did already put it in the code. If user equals bot game, you return false. So it should drop out. So it should work, but I haven't tested it. So I apologize in advance if there in fact is any spammage messages when we do this. So I'll put something like, hi, today will be 96F. 96F equals 35.6. Look, it's just automagic. Look, entropic.
And there was much rejoicing.
Well, what happened there? Is it just giving a reply to every message now? Why did it percent reply percent again? Okay. I said 96 and it did the conversion. Tropic said 96. Oh, so it's after you do a reply, after you've done it. Is it just doing a reply to every message now? It's looking at all messages. Yeah, it is, but it should only be responding to messages that it finds where it has an F or a C after a number. Right, let me disable it for a moment. Question is, why is it doing that? I mean, I could MacGyver it and I could say, okay, if the response you're about to post is percent reply percent, don't post. That would be a quick fix, I guess. If message is not equal to temp, return -1. Yeah, I mean, return false drops it out, and that's what I do. And it basically says if the user is bot gamey posting the message, then return false. It should just drop out, but that's obviously not working, is it? Because bot gamey is posting the original temperature. Look for a temperature. Okay, there's the regex. This is for the temperature. If there's a success, return true. Do all that. Now let's see, it does that. Mouse for F does that. Sets the argument of reply to whatever the reply is. So what about we say if reply is equal to percent reply percent and return false. Let's see if that works. Compile. Save and compile. Enable. All right, so if we say 36C, still. Oh, wait, I think hang on. It runs through here, checks if it's bot gaming, returns false. I don't think the return false is working. I've definitely stopped it from looping like it was before, where it just kept pasting percent reply percent in chat. See, it does that. If it's F, it does that, and then it posts it. think what it's doing, I think we need to send the message to chat inside the code. I think that's part of the issue. What I'm doing is I have a block of code that's running that figures out everything, and then after it comes out of the code, I've disabled it for a minute. That might be it. When it comes out of the code, then it uses a sub action to send the message. I think we need to send the message inside the code. Hang on. So instead of setting, well, we can still set the reply. We can do a cph dot send message. Send it as the bot. Message is going to be reply. It should be a string. So if reply is %reply return false, else send the message. Let's see if this works. Disable the message sending. Yeah. Say something like 56F. All right, I think we nailed it. I think we've stopped it from being spammage. Today's high is 96F. What do we think? Do we like it? Is it good? Automagic? Not having to seri it up? Not having to...
And there was much rejoicing.
Not having to do the manual conversion? Oh, why, thank you. So 52C is what Dartmouth Batir posted. There it is. Now, I think it also works if you use fractions. Possibly. 52.5C. Yep. You can disable series command. I mean, I don't mind if people come in here and they just want to use series. Right. I mean, Entropic, can you try using series and see what happens? Buddy, how you doing? There you go. See? Even when people come in that have a huge one like you, buddy, they can still accommodate you. I guess it treated it like spam just because there was a whole sequence of numbers. Possibly. There you go. So people can still use the seri one. It doesn't interfere with it. So people come into the channel and they know the seri one, but aren't aware that temperatures will be automatically converted. It didn't this time. I mean, maybe because I allowed it. Maybe it sets some kind of cookie to either you or to a string of numbers being allowed. I don't know. But I've seen that before where people put something and it auto-modded and I allowed it, and then when they did it a second time, it was fine. Stop rounding my numbers. How you doing, buddy? Having a good day? Will you be entering the Journeyist of Jams this year or not? Yeah, a few days off now. Woo! Yeah, buddy. No jams for me. All right. It's a jam-free zone on twitch.tv/Bardaki. Only my mum's marmalade. Oh, I want some marmalade now. I don't remember the last time I had marmalade. And marmalade always reminds me of Paddington Bear because, of course, he kept marmalade sandwiches under his hat. So why has my front doorbell just gone offline? What are you doing, Ring? I got a message saying you went offline, but when I go into the app, it says you're online. And does the live view work? Sting. Loading. Still loading. It's thinking about it. It's trying. Well, we'll leave that trying to load. Why is my front doorbell just gone offline? It's such a 2026 thing to say. True, yeah. First world problems, right? But yeah, Paddington Bear obviously famously kept marmalade sandwiches under his hat. Yeah. It doesn't do Kelvin. We could make it do Kelvin, but I feel like we might be stretching a point there. I did say that my doorbell was disconnected, so I'll have to take a look at that after stream as well. Why did my phone autocorrect Doug to duh, D-U-H, that word I'm obviously always using? Noise, damn up here, noise temperature there. What about other units of measurement, like candela? Wasn't that the guy that was imprisoned? They even sang a song about it, didn't they? Free Nelson Candela. Remember that song? I don't know what the song was called. Probably Free Nelson Candela. I haven't heard that song in a long time. And in fact, he was freed eventually, so that's good. You have to be at least a little bright to get that. I'm up a tear. I love your face. Think, Bardi. I think we might need a wellness check. I weirdly opted for the 2 units of measurement for temperature that I thought people would use. I don't know why I did that, but do you remember the other day, and I'm going back a few weeks now, I had some chocolate-covered raisins, was it? Peanuts? And I lost one. I just found it on my desk. Yay! No, it's not the 5-second rule. I'm not eating it. Meters, yes, that commonly used scale for temperature is meters. Yeah. So now, Bardi, there's automatic temperature conversion if you use your C's or your F's. Yeah. I know we don't normally like F's on this channel, but you know what? If today was 88F, then look, it's 31.1 C. But you can measure temperature in distance, as in how much does it expand at a given temperature. But we're not talking about how much you can expand, Bardi. We're just talking about pure temperature conversion. See what happens here. I try and put something in. I'm pleased with it. It works, and then people just come in and pee on my barbecue or something. Yeah. Oh, baby. I think that definitely deserves one of these.
Just one more ribbit.
I was really hoping it wasn't that one. And there we go. Yes, just one more expansion. All right, so it works. It done diddly does the thing. We have
ribbit.
What I probably need to do is maybe have something where it's stuff that I've achieved on the stream, because or changes to the stream. So we have the banned keywords. Oh, and if you didn't hear, Bardi, we're playing James Bond next week. Playing 007 First Light. Yeah, because I've got to fit a week of playing it in between or around 2 game jams. So we're going to play 007 First Light all week next week. We're going to have the 007 Bondathon week. Monday, probably to Saturday, I'm going to be playing the game. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit excited about it. Lint's a little bit jelly because he wanted the game. He doesn't have the game. And like with Mouse PI, he's usually the first to play the games that I want to play. So, in your face or something. Yeah, Berlin gets to watch me play it first for once. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun. I did look to see if I could do something like maybe get a James Bond 007 Lego set to build during the same week, but I did find one on eBay and I got outbid, and I'm like, yeah, no need to go silly money. So that won't be happening, but it will be playing the game all week, so there is that. I'm going to have a playlist of James Bond theme tunes. We're obviously going to play when I'm not playing the game. So yeah, that's what's coming up for next week. Why is my phone being phone? Yes. Stop with the barking. We've got Milo outside because he loves it outside, even if it's 300 degrees, which is weird because he runs hot. He's the first one to lay under the fan when he comes back inside. Yet when I open the door to let the dogs in, Iggy will come sprinting in like, they've been out there for weeks. And yeah, Milo just looks at me like, shut the door then. So I shut the door and he just carries on sunbathing. So, but now he's outside. He yaps it up anytime he hears anything. Iggy's inside. She hears him yapping, and so she yaps it up. And yeah, we just get all the barking again. So yay! 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 Can you measure temp by rooms? As in, it will be 3 room temperatures on the coast today. I'm never, maybe? I don't know. I feel like we might be possibly potentially overcomplicating auto temperature conversion between centigrade and Fahrenheit by intentionally just trying to throw some spanners in the works. So yeah, technically yes, I use the what method? Okay, it is standardized. Wait, what? For the lunch break, today's menu consists of a turkey sandwich, Fritos, banana chips, and an oatmeal cookie. Bit yum, Duckleson, indeed. Tatum, welcome back. Hope you're going to have a fantastically delicious lunch. It sounds pretty great. I'm probably going to get in trouble again. Do you remember I got in trouble yesterday? Mrs. Gamey jumped on the stream. She's like, "Oh, have you eaten?" And I'm like, no. And she's like, "Make sure you eat, or you have to eat a worm." And I'm like, "No, I will eat." And eventually, when I finished streaming, I went and had a pizza. Granted, a tiny personal pizza, but it was enough to fill my tiny tum-tum. Tatum. So, lunch or worm, the dilemma, right? I mean, some would say that might be a no-brainer, but not me. And we might have to ask Gilded Ninja why the Scottish inch is 25.4 millimeters, i.e. larger than the English inch. Well, the English inch is just 25 millimeters, right? 2.5 centimeters. Wait, what? How many millimeters in an inch? Multiply the length value by 25.4. So what makes you think it's different in Scotland, buddy? In Scotland.
That's what she said.
An old historic Scottish inch was 25.44, but today Scotland uses the standard international inch. Okay, so old and historic. I am curious how you find out these things, Bardi. I mean, what were you actually looking up that you found that out? We need to tell Nerdwino to not let you design spaceship parts. Too late, too late. He already has a garage full of parts I've designed for him, so that seems like it might be a Nerdwino issue now, not me.
Ribbit.
It's called Wikipedia. I was just looking at the unit of measurement.
Ain't it?
Okay. Yeah, I always thought it was just 25 for some reason. Wow. All right. The room temperature room. Is this going to get me muted or cancelled? Both. And Franz. All right then. Such a beloved yet underrated show, Community. I don't think I ever watched it. I feel like it was one of Unigamer's favourites, but yeah, I didn't think I ever watched that. You recently updated this page. No, I didn't. Alrighty. We try and do a bit of game dev, possibly, potentially, maybe. We do have the Journ Jam that we were talking about. Is it still 9 or? Whoa, double figures. 10 people join the jam. Day 1 and already in double figures. What? It's cray. Absolutely no AI generated content. No excepciones. Teams of max 4 people. No multi-teaming. Members of your team must not be a member of other teams. No early starters or submitting pre-made games. Okay, standard fare. No extensions. Extending time limits can be unfair to others. There will be no extensions granted under any circumstances. And it's in bold, so you know they mean it. Try to stay as close to the theme as possible. Any streamers, please keep very great stream safe, so no NSFW stuff. Any questions, concerns, ask on Discord. This also goes for complaints. Just see the complaints channel. There you go. If you've got any complaints, that's where you need to go.
Ribbit, in it.
Ribbit, in it. Keep going, watch it full. How about You're Not My Mom and No? How about that? Voting will be done by the participants. These are the criteria: how well the theme is used, fun to play, how it looks, educational values, how it sounds, innovation.
Ribbit.
Prizes. Ooh, prizes. Scored. Scores. Sponsors. There we go. Oh, all the lovely sponsors from the last jam as well, I believe. All right, so Chris and Tony West, asset developers. Me, asset developer. Journ, probably given his asset. Maybe keys for Rise of Piracy, who knows? Smitesoft is asset developer. I don't think Marcus has any assets. He might, maybe. Thinking to him. You know what would be really, really, really cool? So Black Mage UK, Marcus, is a level design king. All right. He designs levels blindfolded better than I can, not blindfolded. All right. If the prize Marcus was giving was like a design of a level in your game, that would be pretty awesome. I would absolutely want to win that.
To him, do all the things, because that man deserves it. Round of applause for Irish John. I know you're all clapping at home. If he could hear you all, he'd have to give a speech. But he can't hear you at home because obviously this is Twitch and it doesn't work that way, I'm afraid.
That's true, it doesn't work that way.
Shout outs to Irish John. The man, the myth, the legend.
True.
Hell yeah.
Clayman. So Clayman also I don't think has any assets, so I'm curious what the prize will be from Clayman. But also, of course, Black Mage UK and Clayman Dev. It's probably no coincidence that they're both on the sponsors page next to each other, because together they form Scuffed Game Dev. that produces such gems like Chat Ragdoll Racing. So maybe there's Steam keys. Marcus, Black Mage UK, always has game Steam keys in his back pocket, so he might be doing that. But Clayman might be giving Chat Ragdoll Racing keys. Maybe. Not sure what Berlin is giving. Maybe you can get a commission for some emotes to be designed. Maybe it's a sub to his channel for 1 month or something. I don't know. I'm curious to see what input these sponsors are having, what the prices are going to be. Interesting. All right, so 10 people. I'm sure Jern's refreshing this every 10 minutes. 10 people join now. Get yourself over there and join the Jern Jam if you haven't already joined. The link again, if you need it, is there in chat. I might take the plunge this year and get jammed. Cliptic, join anyway, and then if you decide you can't do it for whatever reason, or you don't like the theme, or you can't think of anything to create based on the theme, you can drop out at that point. I think it's always good if we can bump up the numbers and get everybody hyped and get interested and join the jam, and then after it launches, if you're like, maybe not, then you can drop out at that point. Jam, yeah. It's actually a new version, it looks like, of the Spotify. I wonder if that's going to fix my issues. We try it. Let me go to my server. Blah blah blah. Releases. No, that's not it.
Stay a while and listen.
Doing book stuff. Oh, wait, book stuff? Are you putting books under a wonky table to prop it up or something? You're not like reading books, are you? Come on, bud, you don't let the side down. Game devs, we don't read. Tatum is pumping up the jam.
Stay a while and listen.
Look, doing other stuff. I see how it is. You're like, sorry, I came here for game dev stuff. It's almost 3 hours in. You haven't even showed me Unity. I get it. It's fine. I feel bad, not bad. But I think the Jern Jam does deserve to get the spotlight. Okay. Tatum's only going to be here briefly because Tatum's only here for lunch. It's going to be me sitting here, talking to me. I mean, I do plan on a shorter stream today. I don't want to go for 7 hours again. I have some other stuff I need to take care of. So go ahead, laugh it up. That's it. Just make fun of me. Just poke fun, if you will. Okay. Fine. Whatevs. Obvs. All right. So I'm going to see if there's a new version of Torme's Spotify thing, which I feel like there might be because I feel like I just got an alert to say there was. So we go to. It's the only website I've seen that has the word start instead of home or top. Have you tried this one? I've not tried Sabrina Carpenter. No. Despite people spreading rumors to the contrary, I have not. That's the Spotify stuff. It's not there. Where's the Spotify one? Explore extensions. See this, look. Affiliate program. You can now get your own creator codes. Users get a discount. You get a share for every sale. Everybody wins. Pog. If you're interested, feel free to DM me on Discord. Now, how long ago I sent Torme a friend request? Well, wonder no more. Let me Let me tell you. Let's see, shall we? There's the friend request, which apparently it doesn't. It has no date. Why would it? Friend request sent is what it says. And I'll try to do a wave, and it's like, your message could not be delivered. Send a friend request first. I did. He's ignoring me. Breathe. All right, so better shoutouts. That's the one that we're using. Works now. We made the change in OBS. Why is there no link to Spotify? Is there a search? No. Extensions? Spotify and SB. Woo woo! There we go. We got there eventually. Speaking of new versions, it's going to take Unity a minute to approve the new asset version. I could send you the file when I'm home if you want it early. What changes are there? Are there additional features and bug fixes, Ecliptic? Or is it just one or the other? Where does it say version number? Changelog, here we go. 21st. Nope, 9 days ago. And I think this was the one. It might be 152. Let's have a quick look and see which version I'm running currently. Yes, test trigger. Initializing. Does it have the version number? 1.5.3. Was that the version we just saw? Yeah, so I've already got the latest version, so that's no help whatsoever. I did do a reconnection this morning, so it reconnected with the client ID and secret to Spotify. That didn't help. After I did a reset on the connection and basically started it again. I don't know. All right, well, clearly that's not going to help. Yeah, so Ecliptic, if it's is it bug fixes or is it additional functionality as well? So that might play into my response. No known bugs at the moment. I added a method that gets a list of followers for your request and one for subs. I also added additional fields to the existing features, added support for channel point, bit, power up, custom power redemption race. So the issue I might have now is presumably, is it the events script that you've been updating? As I'm going with this, I'm kind of modifying and adding stuff. So it might not be as easy as saying, okay, well, let's just import a new version. But then we'll overwrite the script and then we'll undo stuff I've done already. Yeah, if that's the case, I might have to just kind of cherry pick and you say, okay, well, this is a new method. And then I kind of copy things in individually. But the thing is, I mean, that's probably on me for going ahead with it before those features were added. Because if we're going to have it like incoming raids, okay, well, people that chat in the raid, well, I guess. Oh, I can unpin the message. Chat. I don't really need to know when there's an incoming raid, because if all I'm going to do when there's a raid is if anybody chats in the chat, then they'll get a duck, then they get that already. So it's almost irrelevant that they came in from a raid. So what did you do as far as the raids go? You're just able to detect when a raid comes in? Yes, the event script was very slightly modified to include the new addition. In either case, Unity is going to override the previous page. Yeah. I'll squeeze as much as I can. Yeah, so what I might have to do is
Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum. A duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to the man, run in the stand.
Thank you, Tatum. Appreciate it. I love that we get to have lunch together on a daily basis, and you always show me the contents of your box. So have a great rest of your day, and hopefully you'll be back home soon and chilling, and in fact, illing. So what did you say? Something about ducks? What about grapes? Mr. Brain is in the house. How are you, Mr. Brain? How's your Thursday going? Fires when a raid comes in and gives the raiding broadcaster name and the amount of viewers. Yeah, I don't know if I would use that functionality. I mean, it's definitely nice to have, and definitely there's no such thing as too many features, because based on how this develops, and even I don't really know how it's going to develop, it could possibly be something that could be incorporated later. Oh, dogs. I really love dogs. I love them so much. If anybody wants them, let me know. Hang on a moment. I've just been sent a message from Mrs. Gamey about a PC that somebody's selling. Now you might be like, why is Mrs. Gamey sending you Facebook marketplace links about PCs that people are selling? It's a friend. No, it's actually somebody in the family, even though it's fairly distant. So yeah, I'm just going to have a quick look and see how good a deal it is. I did not hear TTS. I did not hear TTS either. Wait, what? I heard it. What is going on right now? Just stopping in shortly while the wife is in the rest room. Oh, okay. TMI. Thanks for sharing, Mr. Brown. Meow Beans. In fact, I see her now. Enjoy the rest of the stream. All right, Mr. Brown, thanks. Make sure she washed her hands, please. If you could check on that. Not everybody remembers to. So it's just a quick 2-minute thing. Just give your hands a quick rinse under the faucet. Make sure you use some soap, and then obviously the paper towels or the hand dryers as they are. But before you hold a hand walking around the store, do make sure that, for cleanliness' sake, that she's in fact washed. Okay, PSA over. I'm not sure how if other devs can get around overwriting people's work with new versions, but if I can find a way to avoid it, I will. I don't think there is a way, to be honest. I mean, if it's a script-based asset. Oh, thank you, Microsoft. Yeah, I think if it's script-based, there's no real way around it, unless every time you do a release, you rename the file. Yeah, it's events TW. This one's events TW, and then every time I do it, I'm going to put the different version number on the end of the script. I mean, that's one way around it. No TTS on our side. Okay, so let's not do game dev today. I know we haven't done any all week. Let's not do any today either. Let's just spend it fixing this apparently balked stream. But before we do that, I will look at the TTS next. I'm going to look at this listing that was sent to me by my beloved about a PC. So it's a HP Omen 40L. Now, there's some very important parts to this, okay? This looks like it's a big chunk of change to buy this PC. and he's selling it for $450. Hang on a moment. Moment, please. Okay. So there's a very important thing to note. Okay. Two things to note, really, and they're both specified in the description of the PC. So it's a gaming desktop computer, HP Omen 40L, and it's $450, right? And you might be like, $450? Should be another grand on top of that. Actually, that's the 35L. Where's the 40L? Here we go. HP official site. 40L desktop, okay. Shop now, where can we find it? Do we get any prices? Maybe? No? Customizable. Well, I don't. Just want to find a price, if you wouldn't mind. HP 40L on eBay, $700, $900. So $450 seems like a good deal. Until you read, here you go, Entropic's ahead of the curve. Until you read the description, and it says HP Omen 40L without, in capital letters, an operating system. So that's not the end of the world. Here's the kicker. What do you think it's missing, Entropic? What do you think is going to be very expensive at the moment to put into a PC? No, it has the GPU. It has CPU. Come on now. It is 3 letters, though. RAM. RAM chips. You know, the price of RAM has gone through. There you go. Dizis got it. Price of RAM's gone through the roof. So my guess is he probably took the RAM chips out of it, sold those separately at a profit, and now he's trying to sell the base without memory in it. So it says, this is what I don't understand, though. It says HP Omen 40L without physical memory or an operating system, but then goes through a numbered list. It says Blizzard motherboard, okay, CPU Intel i5 12400F, number 3, RAM 32 gig, DDR4, 3200 megahertz, HyperX and Corsair. How can you say there's no physical memory, but then say it comes with 32 gig RAM? What am I missing? And then it says GPU, NVIDIA, it's an RTX 3060, chipset, Intel Z690, 2 M2 slots, 1 HDMI, I was thinking USB, 1 HDMI port, 450 or best offer. So what am I missing? How can you lead with HP Omen 40L without physical memory or an operating system? And then number 3 on your list says RAM 32 gig, DDR4, 3200 megahertz, HyperX and Corsair. Maybe they meant storage. I mean, if they meant storage, if they meant there's no hard drives, then I guess it's probably a given that there'd be no operating system. I don't know why they would specify that separately. I don't know if you can see that, but there's the description. Number 3 says RAM, and it actually says HP Omen 40L without physical memory. It's confusing. I mean, is it? Let's assume for a moment that they didn't mean to put RAM down, okay, and it doesn't actually come with any RAM. Is that still a good buy? 450. I mean, the RTX 3060, is that a good GPU? Could you sell that and make some money? I had a really good RAM joke, but I lost it when I rebooted. Dukesoft, I love your face. One Toyota pickup, $450, no gas tank, no steering wheel. Dukesoft is AI. I mean...
All right, we're here, just sitting in the car. I want you to show me if you can get far. Step on the gas.
You can't step on the gas because it says no gas tank.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Alright, let me reply to Mrs. Gamey. Do. Alright, so let me see how I can work this. Weird, he starts by saying no physical memory, and lists memory in bullet point 3. Okay. 450 or best offer. 200 AI. I mean, do we think that's a good buy at 450 with that spec? If it has no memory and you got to buy RAM chips. I mean, obviously not for me because I've got a delicious box now thanks to you guys. Yeah. Comes with an all-wheel shock braking system. Can't come up with jokes, but my mum was good at it at least one. Digsoft. All right. I did raise the point that, maybe don't say it doesn't have memory and then list memory in your bullet points. Do. Do. I'm just getting an update from Britt Gamey about her hospital visit. Hang on a moment. Well, she went to the hospital because they did some tests and they said, okay, well, we need to discuss the results with you. And they said, we think it's A or we think it's B. So she went there, did some more tests, and they sent her home. And the result was, yeah, so it's definitely A or B. Hang on a minute. I knew that before I came in this morning. What? Why are you sent? What? I guess sometimes, it's good that in England there is free healthcare. I don't know. It just seems. Literally spent all day with a needle in my arm to be told, yeah, it's one or the other, but who knows? Which I already knew. Okay. Okie dokie. Picking a pokey. What do we got? Where are we at? What are we doing? So we're not buying this PC. I went back and I gave my thoughts on it. All right, close that out. Churn Jam, we can close that out. So this is, if you were waiting for the Publisher of the Week on the Unity Asset Store, it's not $50. It's not even $25. You can actually get this for free for the next 7 days. In fact, so what actually is it? It says, spot the differences, game toolkit. Now you've got to be careful with these. Whether they use the word toolkit, whether they use the word template, sometimes it comes down to semantics. You might see this and think, spot the differences. Oh, I could asset flip this. I could buy this asset. It's a complete game, spotting the difference. And obviously for $50, you're going to expect to get everything. So I'll just do an asset flip and I'll just sell this as my own game. You have to read the details. Even if you're getting it for free, not so much so if you're getting it for free, but to see whether you want to add it to your list. It is supported in the built-in render pipeline, which most people still use, I believe. URP, which has grown in popularity and seems to be the new replacement really for built-in. And HDRP, which this is not compatible with, which is the high definition, hey, that looks really realistic pipeline. Okay. One of the most popular genres, spot the differences. Yeah, I always grew up calling it spot the difference, as in the difference between the two pictures. Even though there's a number of items, you're spotting the difference between the two pictures. So I don't call it by the plural. Is now on the Unity Asset Store. Create your amazing levels with hidden objects in minutes using our super user-friendly game toolkit. Okay. Fair enough. Fair dues. Fully designed gameplay experience in the spot the differences genre. Players will have 2 side-by-side images with subtle differences between them. You see now, Dharma Patir has a game on the Steam store, okay, and I believe it's called an anomaly game, where you actually go through parts of it a number of times, and then you have to see what the differences are. So it's kind of like the 3D version of this, I guess. Template and toolkit, Unity only. It's on the Unity Asset Store, so I guess possibly, potentially, you could adapt it for other engines like Unreal or Godot. To find all the discrepancies hidden in each level. If they get stuck, a hint system is built in, plus the zoom feature allows players to examine details up close. See, this is where it gets into be a bit of a grey area when it comes to game jams. Game jams, it has to be a brand new project. You can use assets that you're allowed to use, but you can't have started the game before the jam starts. So would it be okay to download this, to make some tweaks, and then submit that for the jam? I mean, one side of the coin says, well, yeah, it's an asset that you didn't create and you can use any assets. The other side of the coin is, yeah, but it's a game that was created before the jam started. So arguably, are you going against the rules? That would be a tough one to call. I mean, personally, I think that would be a little bit cheating, and you shouldn't use a full game template. You should start from scratch, and anything that you bring into your game for the jam should be modular and not the whole actual game. Very good template. It works as it should, easy to reskin, and the levels can be easily changed. Documentation is clear and easy to follow. Thanks a lot for your kind review. Nice asset. This product is very nice, very cool. It has a design that can be changed. There are many things. I couldn't solve the AdMob issue, couldn't install in-app. regarding your issue with AdMob and IAP. So AdMob is for ads, and IAP is for purchases within the game. Please reach out to our support team. Okay. Hang on a moment. All right, Mrs. Gaming asking if the PC is any good to me. To which my response was, one of the most expensive components at the moment is memory RAM. So if it doesn't have any, then it's not that great a buy. If it does have memory, then it's a great buy. But I just got a new PC, so the timing, yeah. Oh my goodness, is it that time of already? That time of the day, one guy? How you doing, one guy? You having a good day? You been busy running around after kiddos, running around working? How's your day look today? Hope you're having a good one. This song has already been requested. This song has already been requested. All Spotify. Tell you what, Spotify. All the above. It's been a day for sure, and it's halfway through. Well, the only way is up then, right? Second half of the day is going to be so much better. Yeah. I think Balint might have been streaming for half a day already. Oh, he's over here playing his RE stuff. RE6 finale with Kimmy DNC. I guess for some reason they're not sharing each other's stream, so we don't have shared viewer list, and probably not shared chat either. But yeah, there's Balint. He's been going for over 2.5 hours. My goodness. Yeah, so you're not already watching Balint's stream and you're able to, you might be busy at work or something. I'd recommend people swing by and say hi. The product is very nice, very cool. It has a design. Oh, this was the person that was having issues. Yeah, all right. Good asset, good support. Thank you. Special thanks for the tutorial on how to prepare the background in Photoshop. Now we jump right into work without overthinking where to start. Right. Quality of their assets and support is unbeatable. Grabbing this asset without a second thought looks super cool and easy to use. Well, that was 2 years ago. Fast forward to today, and it's in fact free. $50 normally, $25 in their sale, but with the code from the asset store, it does in fact become free, which is why it says you purchase this item today. All right, let's pause the music a moment. I don't know if there's any audio with this video, but let's see. So this is creating the scene. Okay, it's pretty cool. So it's differences. You see, now when I have differences, okay, when I've played Spot the Difference before, there's a main image. Okay, this is the image with everything in it. Now what's different in the second image? Oh, this plate's missing. This spoon's missing. This one does it differently. This one says there's differences between the two pictures. So there might be 4 spoons in the top, just 3 spoons in the bottom. So we're going to click on the bottom picture. There might be a plate shown in the bottom one, but missing from the top. So then you click on the top picture. I don't know if I like that. Well, hidden item can be found with a hint. I like the hints. That's nice. And the zooming in is a nice touch as well. Definitely done it well. And I guess the IAP stuff, the in-app purchases, you can probably like buy more hints so you can zoom in more. This one. How to create the levels. See the same default C. Okay. The workspace is both paintings. Currently the picture appears only on the first screen because the hierarchy is set to display on the screen. Okay, so since you can set up your own levels, you could just set it how I'm used to seeing it, where just you have the main picture at the top and then all the differences are at the bottom. How to prepare a background. Separating it into layers. New layer. Can't allow the interactive object using any color. Okay, so it's enabling and disabling layers. If you have a scene that has 25 differences, you're going to have 25 plus layers in Photoshop? Create any image you want yourself or generate when using AI. Close. Alrighty. Beyond Westworld, I'm still trying to find that. Yeah. Left that open, so. Alrighty. I don't think we're going to get to game dev again today, are we? I keep saying we're going to work on the UI, we're going to get the settings menu set up and stuff. I did say about having a shorter stream today, and it does make sense to raid Besto, Friendo, Berlin at some point. And I do have other stuff I need to get done. Now, tomorrow's stream, I was in 2 minds. It's not a very big mind to split in half, but I was in 2 minds whether to cancel it or not. I have a fairly long call I need to be on, and also I'm helping Firefighter Gamey take her dogs to the vet. So I think there's going to be a stream tomorrow. It just might be a late one again. Do you remember how last week I started, it was kind of an evening stream. We got some new peeps in, and then it ran way late. I think I finished like 1 a.m. Saturday. And then, yeah, we are Thursday today. Okay, just get my days mixed up. Family first, yeah, I get that. But also, I like streaming. I enjoy it. I enjoy spending time with you guys. And, I don't want to say, oh, well, let's just cancel it because I've got stuff to do in the daytime if I can still stream in the evening, especially given the fact that I still have the house to myself. Mrs. Gamey and Mini Gamey are still out of town visiting other family. So, you know, I don't want to say, yeah, okay, there's going to be no stream, and then I finish all the stuff in the daytime, and I'm like, I guess I'll just watch TV then. So I think what I'll do for now is, I mean, I'm scheduled to stream at 10 a.m. I definitely need to pin a message to say that 10 a.m. is not going to happen. And it's not that I'm not putting them first, one guy. I'm just saying when I've finished putting them first and doing the stuff that I'm doing with them, then time after that, I might be able to stream. So we'll see. I think what I'll do is I'll pin a message in the morning and just say delayed stream if one does happen today or something like that. Make sure you have your notifications on, and then hopefully there won't be any watch stream breaking streams if it does happen. Yeah. So let's have a look. Is Berlin's not back yet, you see. I don't like raiding in and someone's either on the starting scene or whether on the BRB scene. So, in fact, looking at this, it looks like... Hang on. Gimme raid. Have they finished playing the game now after 2 3/4 hours? Did Kimmy DNC just raid in? Possibly? Yeah. I guess they finished doing the collabing stuff, the game, and Kimmy raided. I see what you're doing, Merlin's channel. Whether it was Berlin, whether it was Mike's. Okay, so we'll wait till Berlin comes back. We can do that. Right. But the thing is, when he comes back, he's probably going to be focusing on Kimmy's raid, and he's going to be like, hey, let's go through all Kimmy's stuff, because he's very welcoming, regardless of the size of the raid. Like me. So I'm guessing this is probably, since they finished the game or finished playing the game, this is likely a bathroom break. I am bonus show of Palworld Saturday. Me raid. I don't have timestamps on this. Smikes, if you're in here, you know if Kimmy raided and Balint did all his stuff before he went on the BRB? If he's already done the thing. Alright, well, while we wait for Balint to return, let's have a look at the other channels I'm following. Let's see. We've got Lana on. We haven't raided Lana in a while. Draw is on. Industries. Bought everything again. Base is on. 8-bit D, Hillfort. Sorcery Story, Joanna raids us sometimes. 9.5, Cows is on. Screaming Falcon. Blah blah. Blee blah blue blah. Do you have Thank Goodness You're Here in your to playlist? I do not. Did you request it? Did you do a song request, Ecliptic? Because I don't see it. That's what you can do. There's also a queue command. It'll be open to everybody. Queue is currently empty, so that shows you the requests. So there's no, it's a game. Oh! I thought you meant to play as in Spotify. I thought it was a song. Thank goodness you're here. Jazz hands. Okay. I don't believe so. Let me have a look. Let me, I don't think I'm logged into the Steam store on, let's have a look, on this browser. No, I'm not signed in. So let me hop on over to the other browser over here. Let me continue with the music that's currently playing. Steam Store. Welcome to Steam. Steam Store. There we go. I'm logged in on this one. and it was called Thank Goodness You're Here. Thank goodness you're here. 20 smackaroonies. Pause the trailer, scroll down. No. Buy Untitled Goose Game and Thank Goodness You're Here. Oh, is that the new one from the Goose people, or is it the one before they came out with the Goose one? I like the cartoon style. Big runs, big pies. Do you have it, Ecliptic? Goose came first, I think. Okay, so it's the new one. Goose people. Do you have it? Are you playing it? Is it funny? Thank Goodness You're Here is an absurd comedy slapformer instead of platformer set in the bizarre northern English town of Barnsley. The travelling salesmen take the time to see the sights and meet the locals who are very eager to give you a series of increasingly odd jobs. I haven't picked it up, but I plan to. Let me add it to my wish and listen, and then if it goes on sale or something, I can maybe grab it. Yeah, I'm not about to throw $20 on a game at the moment, but it does look like a lot of fun. And as we talked about the other day when we got raided by Streaming Falcon and he said he'd been playing Gris, we had a look and I said, oh, I do like games that have a different art style. This definitely falls into that category. So the game we're talking about, this game here, and if we look at it over here, where I'm not logged in, let's have a shifty at the trailer. Pause the music, a watch and a listen. I like the cartoon style. Very nice. Pink, the pink savior, the human race, what she invented, medicinal compound, efficacious in every way. I like this song. The human race, what she invented, medicinal compound, efficacious in every way. August the 1st, 2024. Yeah, this looks fun. I don't even. It's not clear to me what the idea is of the game. I like the comic book style. I like the fact it's set in up north in Yorkshire. Over TD might like this. I also feel it might be a treasure trove of sounds for the channel. It's actually a good call right there. 5 out of 5 Eurogamer. 5 out of 5 BGC. Rock, paper, shotgun. Send it to an American in your life to show them there's more on our list of cultural exports than irony and failed politicians. Okay. Indie Game Awards 2024 nominee, Tribeca Festival 2024 official selection. Oh my goodness. I like it. Do. 6,342 reviews. One of the funniest games I've played in a long time. Not crazy about the humour or writing, but there's so much charm and the animation general feel is fantastic. So 300 is not bad out of over 8,000 reviews. What don't people like? It's not really a game. It's more like a clickable, funny movie. I did have some laughs and I really enjoyed the artwork, but honestly, I wanted to return it. I played it all the way through because I was hoping it would get more challenging, and I didn't think it would end as quickly as it did. That's what she said. I like the exploration part of it, but where to go was so spoon to you. 3.5 hours they completed the whole thing. Nerdwino, how are you doing? Besto friendo, welcome on in. You'll know Nerdwino, right?
Cool.
I'm a NASA scientist.
This is a more normal trajectory for us compared to the last one. See many things drop off. Oh my god, I know missing pictures, right?
Rocket flying.
Sometimes we see the boost back burn as well for the...
This is a view from Nerdwino's backyard.
Misadventures is really good at seeing the birds.
You can actually see launches and stuff from his back garden, no less. I'm good, just got back from a bike ride. How are the temperatures, Nerdwino? Because we're under a heat advisory here today. I get that it's just about to hit noon for you, about to hit 2 p.m. for me, and it's currently 94, and the high today should be 97.
I can probably move the camera a little bit as well and get some more of it.
Trying to beat the heat, yeah, it's warming up now. Yeah, don't be. I think Nerdwino's sensible enough that he's not going to go out if it's too hot and light. You know, we don't want him expiring from perspiring. So, yeah, go drop Nerdwino a follow if you're not already. I feel like everybody in here already knows Nerdwino and he's already following, and that's why on his partner push, he's nearly cracked wide open that application, purple badge. So go support your. Why did I want to say friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? Where did that come from? Go support Nerdwino. It was only low to mid 80s while I was out. Oh, it's still hot for cycling though, right? Oof. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen this game. This new, well, I say new, 2024. This game that Ecliptic just suggested, actually from the people that are behind the Untitled Goose Game, and it's set in the north of England. Don't you know, Nerdwino? Yeah. If you listen to the trailer, the accents. Nice, shades of Viz magazine in some of those graphics. Yeah. So we're just looking at the negative reviews because obviously everybody shouting about how great it is and thousands of positive reviews. I always like to see what people don't like about it, and it seems like there might not be a whole bunch of gameplay. It's almost like a click and progress type thing. So we were just having a look at some of the negative reviews just to see what happened. Before we do the raid out thing to this guy, I think he looks familiar. I can't think of his name right now, but this guy and his cutie patootie. I guess. Oh, he's back to playing Black Flag now. He was playing Resident Evil 6 with Kimmy DNC, and then I guess they finished playing that, and Kimmy raided in Tubalint, and yeah, we're about to raid out Tubalint. We're just having a quick look at this game. There really should be a middle rating option here, even though British TV was very common in my country and many popular series from the 80s, and plenty of exposure to very specific English humour and regional references. Thank goodness you're here. Still did not quite click with me. At the very least, I do not fully understand the enormous hype surrounding it. The game certainly has a distinctive style, hand-drawn visuals, a dose of humour. The story itself is not particularly important. Essentially a sequence of gags taking place over the course of a single day. I understand why someone who's very familiar with the perfect package. Also, full price for game of 2.5 to 3 hours is questionable. Yeah. Somebody up here said they completed the whole thing. That was 3.5 hours. I don't know. $20 for something you can complete in 2.5, 3 hours? A bit steep. Johnny Briggs trombone. Got it all. Was that Johnny Briggs? Did I remember that correctly? How do we know? Oh my goodness. It wasn't a trombone. It was a bit gamey. You are correct. I mean, you'd be surprised. The stuff that's in my head, that's why I feel like I don't remember stuff these days, because, you know, there's not many empty drawers left in the filing cabinets, and it's full of mostly stuff like that I remember. Yeah, they did a thing on Radio 2 this morning, and it was like, we're going to play this, all these noises and sounds and shows and stuff over each other, and then you need to list as many as you can. And I'm like, my goodness, I feel like I heard, I'm pretty sure it was called Round the Twist. Yeah, did you ever watch Round the Twist? No, do we know? And they actually had the theme, or a part of the theme, in the stuff. Here we go. It's gonna be an earworm, and it'll be in your head for the rest of the day. You're welcome. Here we go. Let's pause the Spotify. Have you ever? Get ready. It'd be awesome if our heads were full of useful stuff instead. I mean, I think some people have more of an edge over me. See, and that theme tune lives rent-free in my head, has done for decades. When I heard it on the radio today, and it was like a 5-second clip, I'm like, I remember that show. And I had to look at it. From what I remember, and obviously it's been a hot minute, they lived in a lighthouse, and weird things happened. That's as much as I remember. So, Dukasoft, did you know it? Do you remember it? Dukasoft. Is this something else we have in common, Dukasoft? A love of Round the Twist from the late 80s, I guess. The memories. All right, so let's see what else we have. I recognise and appreciate lots of the little British touches, like having the terrestrial TV ad ticker as the loading icon, and so on. As an overall experience, it didn't really do it for me. I don't know how this game got overwhelmingly positive reviews. It's one of the most boring games I've ever played. Well, I mean, you did play it for, you know, just over a whole hour, so yeah, definitely in a good position to comment. Dialogue is good, but almost everything else is terrible. Half the time you don't even know where you're supposed to go. There's no real fun. You just walk around and hit everything in front of you. Delightfully weird, quirky characters, absurd situations. It's not really a game. You just bash things until things move forward. Bit funny, but not funny enough. Yes, some people just like the British accent a bit too much. Wow, wow, wow. It's like good, not great, or a must play by any means at all. I wonder how well this would have rated as well if it wasn't from the Untitled Goose Game people. You know, they come out with this game, which I haven't played, but to all intents and purposes was a banger. And then they come out with. Thank you, Dickersoft. $2.11. I mean, you can shut me up with the redemption. Let me do the redemption.
I thought I told you to turn that thing off! It is too late and it's too loud!
All right, I'll be quiet. Calm yourself, Norm.
A few moments later.
Humor isn't bad, but I couldn't like it. Those who want a chill game, after I entered once, I didn't come back. Heart symbols appear to be censoring a word or words in the original text. Not my cup of tea. I mean, you spent a whole 0.1 hours. I mean, I'm not surprised. Well, it is on my list, so we'll see. We'll see. If it goes on sale, and it's a good sale, I might jump at the chance, because it does look funny. It does look like something that people would have fun watching, even if it's not fun to play. So we'll see. Definitely not about to drop $20 on it, but yeah, if it's a crazy sale, I will get notified. Alrighty. So we should probably do the thing now, right? I mean, I don't know how much Munchkin likes Black Flag. I mean, I don't know. Might be one of her favourite games. I don't know. I know she does like the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Oh, toodles! And just a reminder, Jern Jam. All right, we joined it earlier. We looked at the rules and regs. And if you're not already in the Jern Jam, here it is. 12 people now joined, and page only started today. So, yeah, get yourself over there. Get yourself into the jam. No obligation to submit anything. No obligation to do anything. If you have an itch account already, go ahead and click on the Join Jam button, which will be just about here that we clicked on earlier. And you can find out what's going on. All the stuff. There we go. Alrighty. So, as I said, well, as I'll say when we get to the ending scene, should we do that? All right, we're going to head on over to the stream ending scene. All right, it does feel a little less tedious. Yeah. Like the spray game. Spray game. Spray game. Yes, thank you. All right, so speaking of the spray game man, we're going to go over and check out now what is going on there today. So let me kick off the raid over to there, because it's not very often that we get to raid over to Balint, because usually he streams in the evenings my time, and I don't stream in the evenings my time. Now tomorrow, just as a reminder, I might be streaming in the evening my time. There won't be any shrimp. There won't be any shrimp in tomorrow's show. Hopefully there will be a show, and hopefully I can do it in the evening. But there's your raid messages for today. Yeah, the first one is for subscribers. The second one is for non-subscribers. If you'd like to copy those and paste them into the Science Streams chat when we get there, that would be appreciated. All right, looks like we're getting 2 for the price of 1 today. We have Balint hosting, or should I say we have Munchkin hosting, we have Balint co-hosting, and we're going to go over and see what they're doing. Earlier, there was a collab with Kimmy DNC playing, hopefully finishing, Resident Evil 6. And, yeah, we've lost the host. We're just left with the co-host now. All right, that tells me that, you know, Balint might be floundering a bit now because he doesn't really know what to do when he doesn't have his main host with him. But anyway, I'm sure he'll figure it out. He'll be okay. All right, so we'll head over now. See the delightful, delicious, the always entertaining Balint of Science Streams. And I'll catch you all hopefully tomorrow, whenever I stream tomorrow. It might be an evening stream, so same as last Friday, but we'll see how it goes. Entropic, thank you for being here. Always a pleasure. And I'll catch everybody soon. Thanks. Bye.